Good evening, everybody. How are you doing today? How is everyone? Good to see ya. I'm just getting a few of my shares sent out. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you want to be on the free list. We are always happy to have you sharing and all that fun stuff. Let's turn some nice music on. By the way, tomorrow night is Reiki night. And I know not all of you guys are signed up. Love, did you like, subscribe, and share? Good evening, Tina. I know you always do it, Jessica. Give me just 1 second. Let me get it on there. I am just... Where am I missing? Oh, yeah. I'm missing the corner. Which is corner? That's it. There we go. All right. And then I gotta share. Elmo's World. All right, there we go. So I got something funny to show you guys in a little bit, by the way. But let me catch up on everybody who shared. First of all, I've got Jessica Granados. I've got Elspeth. Let's see. Who else has shared? Where to share? Anywhere. Let me know that you have liked this video, subscribed to the channel, and that you've shared it somewhere. Hello, Alana. How are ya? Love, let me know you've liked, subscribed, and shared. Jessica Edwards, I got you on the free list. Tina McCown, I got you on the free list. Tahamina, did you share also? Your Facebook is locked. Well, and just invite friends then, something. Love, you like, subscribed, and shared. I'll put you on the list. Alana, you passed out last week. Yes, I did not do the reading. I kept you. I kept you on the list. So I got you here, Alana. I'll put you up first thing on the priority list. So I will move your thingy there. All right, so you're first up. No, I wait for you to be here. I don't just do the reading. I wait for you to ask your question. So yes. Okay, love, I got you on the list. Hello, Annette, putting you on the free list. All right, Tina, you jumped over there. That works. Okay. So Tahamina, I got you on the free list. Alana, I've got you on the priority list. So, all right. You guys ready to see something crazy? By the way, we got some new music in the background. This one is all geared towards your solar plexus chakra, which is that lovely little yellow chakra right at the center of your breadbasket, kind of right at the base of your diaphragm, where your breath is centered and anchored, and where the center, the center of your power resides. So this music is meant to energize and inspire and resonate with that solar plexus chakra. So yes, y'all ready to see something funny? By the way, yes, tomorrow night is Reiki night. By the way, Reiki night right there. If you have not signed up, and you wanted to sign up, you need to let me know. Okay? So, you good. Alrighty. And it's going to be a fantastic and very powerful night tomorrow night. I've got a very special new Reiki track that was written by the Wolf just for this, that I will be doing a guided meditation on for all of those who participate in the Reiki night. Will be able to utilize at their Tahamina. When you get the free one card, you don't get to ask a question. You just get a general one card. If you want to ask a question, you need to donate. But the freebie free list is just a free general question. Okay, so how many of you guys know about these new AIs? And you've got these new graphical AIs and all of this stuff. And it's AI this and AI that, right? And some of these people are going like, well, you know, I can use AI to create graphics. Well, I use the Adobe suite, for those of y'all who don't know. And why this keeps going up, this camera. Hold on, I'm going to fix my camera. Yeah, that's better. Okay. It was like I was seeing like this part of me, Betty, and I just felt like I was just looking really, really short. So I fixed it. All right. So anyway, AIs, right? And everybody, and there's all these people going, oh, AI is going to take over the world. Okay. How many? Okay. There's no question, Tahameen. It's just a general card, and it will be in the order in which it came in. So you got to be patient, and you got to be here for your card, okay? It's free. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys for a minute, okay? I wanted to show you guys for a minute, and I'm going to put on my little display capture thing. Here, you guys can see what I see. This is my screen right here and all the stuff that I have on, like Reiki night and all that stuff. This is the actual behind the scenes thing that I'm working. And here's y'all's chat that I watch. And oh my gosh, what's that? Is that the free list? Ah, look at that. Okay. Now, let me pull up this and show you guys. I'm going to get rid of this for a second. Show you guys why AI is not going to take over the world. Okay. So this is a program that I already used to create a lot of my graphics. And I put in there, I said, I would like the Fool Tarot card with a female witch ready to jump off a cliff onto a rainbow bridge that is witchy and magical. Photo reel with a shallow depth of field using a cat as the traditional animal companion. I would like to be in the theme of transformation while taking a leap of faith. Okay, so these are, and I'm gonna go ahead. I want to see your comments as they come up. I'm gonna put this over here and just kind of change it. I want to see your comments as they come up. Okay, so there we go. So these are the things that AI generated for me. I'm going to thumbs down that one. Oh, nope. Thank you for your feedback. No, I'm going to do that. But anyway, look at this woman's face and look at that cat. Oh my God. Okay, this is why AI is not taking over the world. I think she's missing an entire leg. Is that a right leg or left leg or a singular leg? And what the hell is this supposed to be right here? It looks like random hands. Then she has 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers there with a, look at her weird hand there. And that's a claw hand. I don't know what the hell to say to that. Okay. This cat looks like it's going, oh, hell no. But it's got like no eyes, so you can see through the rainbow. Once again, we have the crazy nose. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a hand here or what. Okay. This is the reason why she's matching you, right? This is the reason why. And these are all the little things. This is one of the best ones, really. But I don't know what the hell that is. Is that supposed to be a thumb or some kind of weird growth? Once again, the hands are weird. What's going on with this cat is beyond me. And she has extra kind of a double foot here, and I don't know, maybe that's a cloven hoof or some shit. All right, this one is, I can't even say. I can't even say. And I don't know if that thing is supposed to be a cat or what. Y'all tell me. Can you guys see this shit? Oh my God. Okay. Then what's this? Okay. She looks like she's smashed. Yeah. Yeah, she has extra fluid in her legs. She has extra something in her legs. I don't fucking know. Okay. What is with this face? I mean, it looks like, and then the hands. Again, the hands. And then the cat, it looks like the most normal cat so far. But you guys tell me what you would like for me to AI generate. Somebody, you guys come up with this one is kind of cool. If it wasn't so kind of like, it looks like she put her foot in one of those Chinese binding kind of things. And then, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Look at that. I mean, hello. Somebody's been twisted. Okay. I think it's better when it has nothing to do with people. Okay. But these are, oh my God. Can you see why AI is not taking over the art world? I don't know if I just suck at writing prompts or what, but I can turn around and put anything in there. You guys tell me, give me a prompt that you would like to see a text to image with. All right. So, we have Annette. We're going to copy that. Generate a wolf howling at the full moon for me, please. Well, there you go. That's a little bit better. Maybe we can make something a little photoreal. Let's try photoreal and generating that wolf. I mean, that's kind of a weird muzzle right there, isn't it? Okay, so let's see what we got. I mean, I'm not too thrilled about this either. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this one's not bad, actually. Except for that. Look at that. What is this? I'm not sure what that is. It looks like, I don't know. Let's see about that one's, well, what's wrong with the muzzle there? Let's see. Let me see. Generate a photo realistic. Let's try that. Full moon. Let's see, a full moon in front of a forest. Let's try that. Yeah, this isn't much better. I said a photo real wolf. What the, oh my God, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Let's try Jonathan's prompt. An artist rendering of the philosophical saying. Let's just try it. And let's see what kind of content type we want. We want art. Okay, so we're going to go art and we're going to generate this from Jonathan's prompt. Okay, Christine, hold on just a second. Let me get you on the... I don't know what that is. Hold on, where's my free list? Here we go. Christine, you're on the free list. Now y'all know what the free list looks like. Yes, it's just a little notepad. As the universe, so that they... Okay, I don't think it knows how to do text there, guys. The muzzle was killing me too. I gave up. I don't know what the heck this is. Eso universi misoi. Okay. AMS socialai the soul. As the soul ye soyu adverse solo the soul. I mean, this is the closest one, and even that one is all fucked up. I mean, that's kind of cool. But dang, okay. This is Adobe Spark, okay? And they just added this whole like beta text to image thing. So if I would like to do rendering of the rune tier over a mandala that is silver and gold, reflective nature. Let's try this. You have to. Okay, and it's TYR. It's just saying TYR all over the place. Because I don't think it knows what the fucking rune looks like. Apparently it doesn't. Let's do something a little witchy. Okay. Let's do artist rendering of a symbol that would mean being gentle with yourself over a mandala that is silver and gold, reflective in nature. So let's see what we come up with on this. Oh, no, that's interesting. What's this? That's weird. That's weird. This is why AI, this is Adobe's AI. Okay. Now that I could get with. That's kind of cool. That I could get with too. That I could get with also. Some of these I could get with. Some of these I really could. Okay. But some of these are just like, the fuck? Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. Except for, I don't know what that little kind of weird butt thing is there. Let's see. I like this one too, except for what did they do with his eyes? And his lips look like he got stung by a bee. And I don't know. Jesus. This is fucked up. I know, I've seen free. Now this one's kind of cool. I could get with this one. Totally could get with this one. That is a nifty mandala. Okay, that is a nifty mandala. But yes, this is the program that I use to create a lot of my graphics and stuff like that. Okay, so I've got my templates and all that fun stuff. And I use Adobe to create a lot of my own personal graphics. So this is the program that I use for that. Okay, so yeah, now that you've seen this, I mean, yeah, it's kind of scary. I just wanted y'all to see kind of... And now you guys can see also behind the scenes. Okay, so this is what my screen looks like when we're talking. Okay, now I will not pull up the donation list, but there's the free list. See the free list? Y'all can actually see the free list right there. And this is all the programs. So when I'm turning on things like Reiki Night or the Mentorship promo or whatever, I'm activating things over here. You see that? So, and it's like you've got things inside of things inside of things now to kind of look at. But yes, there you go. A little view behind the scenes for y'all. You know, I have seen free AI do better. I've seen free AI do worse. I mean, it's fucked up, y'all. I just had to share it with you. Okay, because I was just like trying to create that little thing. I'm like, oh, I'm telling Wolf, oh, Adobe has the AI graphics generator now. And I already have the Adobe stuff. So it's not like I have to pay anything extra to try this out. So I had a few minutes before my live and I'm trying it out. And I'm like, holy shitballs, Batman. I am absolutely the hell not using that. Or I need to learn how to describe shit better, apparently. Because it was like, how is that a viable graphic? How is that something that... No. Okay. So now that I've shared the horror with everybody. All right. So yes, I mean, that is the world of generative AI. I don't know. I'm sure there's better programs out there, but Adobe, and supposedly Photoshop has it also, but I haven't downloaded the newer Photoshop yet. So I'm going to have to get on and download the updated Photoshop. That's part of my suite that I already do. Okay. And see if that's any better. But the Adobe Express graphics creator that I use all the time, we are not amused. We are not impressed at all by this. Just saying. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, Jonathan, I got you on the priority list as well. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate you putting you on the free list. Hey, Sandy. Yes, you are on the right account now. Excellent. All right, so Alana, you're first up on the priority list. By the way, we do have our Invoking Guidance spell for calling for spiritual insight. If you have been needing to hear from your guides, you want some downloads, you want to clear that pathway for your guides to be able to come in and really start working on shit for you, this is the spell for you, okay? It has been extraordinarily powerful. We've been using our burn bowl here, which is my abalone shell burn bowl. Just so you guys see, this is a very large burn bowl. Been using this right here. This is sunstone, okay? And this is like a really unusual sunstone, which is why I got it. It's cut to a point, to a pyramid kind of thing, a tower. But this particular tower, they did not polish out the front. Okay, and they left it all this beautiful raw druzy on the sunstone. They polished out the side, but they didn't polish out the pockets in the back either. So it made for this really unique and interesting piece. Can you guys see it? Isn't that beautiful? Yes, Elizabeth, you got it the other day. And how have you been receiving additional downloads and messages from the universe? The other parts to our spell are the Moldavite and the Libyan gold tektite that are both also strong stones of transformation. So it's all about illumination and transformation on this particular spell. So yes. Sandy, I got you on the priority list. Alana, what did you want your reading on, my dear? You have. Cool. I am so glad. So, Alana, you're up. And yes, that is tonight's spell. It's all about it. It says, unlock wisdom with Invoking Guidance and calling for spiritual insight spell. For just $11, you can connect deeply with your spirit guides and gain vital insights. So elevate your spiritual journey today. Annette, your laptop locked you out. Bad laptop. It's not even Mercury fucking retrograde anymore. Shit. I mean, tell it to get its shit together, please. Okay, Sandy, sounds good, my dear. Now, who has not signed up for Reiki night tomorrow night? So far, I've got Elizabeth Brown, Jonathan, Phoenix, Christine, Lemke, I think Diana. I don't know if I have you down there or not. You said maybe. She's not here. Tina Goff, I've got you on it, and Bobby, I've got you on it. We've got about 4 seats left. So, you have something for the old wolf. Well, if need be, I'll get him in here. But he is doing his thing tonight. He has been busting ass creating some new music for me. Would you guys like to hear the one that he just finished today, which is centered on your heart chakra? This one that's playing is also unpublished, brand new. He just finished this one yesterday. He has been on an inspirational streak lately. Okay. Hello, Elizabeth Stewart. How are you? But would you guys like to hear the heart chakra one? And please do consider donating for a priority reading, guys. This is how I pay my bills, and I need y'all's help to stay in business. All right, because this one's the solar plexus chakra. Here's the heart chakra one, okay? When he played this for me today, he's like, okay, Mama, I'm done. And I came in and I sat, and he had his music program, and he had me put his headphones on. And I just sat there and meditated through it. And oh my gosh, it was amazing. So without further ado, here it is. Is this not amazing? And it gets even better. Breathe in and breathe out. Focus in on your heart chakra. Let it resonate within you. E or Amy, I've added you to the list. Annette, make sure that you let me know you've liked, subscribed, and shared, and I'll put you on the list too. And yes, we will eventually put this up on the YouTube as well. This is just the opening. Wait till it gets more complex. Here it comes. What do you think? We're going to continue to listen to this while we lay out spread for Alana, who wants to know about her full spirit insight. What do the next 6 months of her life look like? And what does spirit need her to know? What do y'all think of it so far? Doesn't it just resonate in your heart? You feel the love, universe, being gentle with yourself, sending love out and receiving it, allowing that heart chakra to flow. Annette, I haven't gotten anything from you yet, sweetheart. Oh, I see it in the LadyShiya and Friends group. Oh, that's cool. And thank you, Elizabeth Stewart. I appreciate that. I love that, Annette. So sweet. All right, so Alana, over the next 6 months, and we'll just leave this going in the background. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Can you guys still hear me okay over the music? So basically, Alana, over the next 6 months is what we're looking at here. We've got a lot of really strong major arcana cards in this. So you've got a lot of things happening over the next 6 months. Not entirely sure why you've got a lot of crazy things. And you are horrible, Tina, teasing me with the frickin' hot tub. Hello, Joanne. So, all right. We're starting off with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is saying, first things first, you've got this new foundational energy that's about you. And that I'm not sure, Alana, I'm not sure what's happened to you recently that has kind of helped you reset your foundational energy, but you're coming from a whole new place, a whole new space, and really having a kind of a new perspective, a new way of looking at things, okay? And you guys let me know if the music's too loud, okay? I love it this loud at the moment, because I love this new track. We're going into the Chariot. So one of the things that you need to do, Alana, with this energy is the thing about the Chariot is about creating a vehicle of your own design. It's also about harnessing opposing energies. Because if we do a close-up here, and you look here, you have a white lion and a black lion. These are opposing energy sources, okay? Opposing energies. So when you're turning around, the Chariot is about turning around and harnessing these opposing energies to create the direction that you want to go. You have to take the yin and the yang, the light and the shadow, and make them both work for you by creating your own design, a vehicle of your own design from your own inspiration. Look at how he's got the kind of what do you call it? The cosmos around him, okay? And he is piping and creating the context of energy to put both of these opposing forces going in the same direction together. So you're going to have to, Ace of Pentacles, take that new foundation and work it forward towards the direction you wanted to go, harnessing energies that don't normally work together and say, you know what, this is the way it's going to be, and harness those energies. Then we come into the Lovers, okay? Now, this is telling me that as you harness these energies and get them working together for you, you are going to make a spiritual connection with somebody, okay? Now, does not always mean, the Lovers does not always mean the bound chicka wow wow kind of connection, all right? It doesn't mean that you're going to have a new lover or a new fuck buddy kind of thing. But the Lovers normally indicates a spiritual connection. Absolutely, and that sounds great. But if you'll send me a personal message, that would be awesome. I know you sent it to me in group, but if you'll send me a personal message, then I will respond to that faster. But basically, as you make this new spiritual connection, this is going to be somebody that's in your soul family. That's going to be a type of soulmate. And guys, not every soulmate is a love connection, a romantic love. There are plenty of soulmates, like, for example, my soul sister Melody that I went traveling with over the past week. She and I have a very strong soul connection. Okay, I love her dearly, but she is not and shall never be a lover I have a man, she got a man. We all happy with our current love situation. Okay? So, nor is there any interest in her in that direction. But I can tell you that I love her with my whole heart, but not in a lover's way. She is soul family. She is a soul sister. And sometimes that's what the lovers represents. And in this case, I'm feeling that it is somebody that you have a deep spiritual connection with that is going to be showing up, Alana, as you start harnessing your shadow and your light energies. And yes, Annette, that would be fine. Next, we have the sun. After you make that connection, it's going to give you a new ray of hope in your life. Okay? A new kind of light, a new ray of hope. Okay, for you, which is great. And that hope is going to allow you to fully be yourself, the star. And the star, one of the cool things about the star is she does not give a rat's ass what anybody else thinks. She knows who she is. She can be fully unauthentically herself and not worry about all that bullshit. You know what I mean? And we have that bullshit coming from every which way, don't we? Now, Alana, let's look below you and see what it is that the universe wants you to know. First of all, we have the well. And I know that a lot of you guys do not know this card because this is an additional card in this particular deck, the Ethereal Tarot Luna Edition. And this is, you have 22 cards in the deck. You have 0 through 21. This is card number 22, the well. Okay. And the well is kind of what I see as a manifestation card. Okay. And we're going to go over here into this. This is kind of a manifestation card. And this is where you have to envision what you really want and put your energies towards it. Okay? Envision, wish, work with the divine energies, work with that manifestation, and see all the possibilities. Okay? And that's what the well is really about. Okay? Then you have the Five of Pentacles down below you, which is telling me, Alana, you're asking for help from people who are either unable or unwilling to support you. Okay? So we're seeing, first of all, you got to know what your vision is and start manifesting it. Quit asking for help from people who really could give a rat's ass about you, for one. And for two, who just really aren't able to help. They'll leave you out in the cold. Relying on these people who are not invested in you is just going to leave you hanging. Okay? Then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is about you finding balance, Alana. And you're going to have to find balance between the kind of feeling like you're constantly being put upon and you're constantly busy like a little bee. Okay? You need to let go of that whole busy as a bee kind of thing and find that balance that works for you, harnessing, like I said, harnessing that light and dark, harnessing that energy between, well, I guess the best way to say on that energy would be kind of, I'm feeling a difference between like that super busy and productive and that kind of like, ugh, I don't want to do jack shit. Okay? So it's like this weird pendulum. And when you look at a pendulum goes fully one way and then fully the other, right? So what we're looking at is one side is the, all right, I am so burnt out, so exhausted, I can't do anything. And then the other side is go, 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 busy. Okay? And you're going to have to somehow find that balance in between them. And that's what your guides are really trying to convey to you, is that you need to find that balance. Okay? So I hope that helps and blesses you and gives you a little bit more of a view going forward there, Alana, and answers your questions. Let me know if anything is unclear there for you, my dear. So, up next on the list is my buddy Jonathan. Where are you at, Mr. Jonathan? I appreciate you too, Alana. Oh, before I forget, hold on. Everybody who donates gets the money spell. So hold on. Here we go. Money bolt. Alana. Money, money, unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 by 3, with free will to all and harm to none, as we will. It is now done. Yes, that's what I'm doing now. I've got a drum. I'm gonna drum it, drum it. He's gonna drum it, drum it. She's gonna drum it, drum it. I'm gonna drum it. I just like making noise. Because, you know, it's fun. I'm an Aries. We like making noise. All right. Mr. Porter. I feel like maybe we're in that, whatchamacallit. What's that? What was that? Okay, Mr. What was it? Neo. What was Neo's name? Mr. Anderson. Okay, Mr. Anderson. I just feel like, you know, we're in the Matrix. Yes, we're having fun with it. Because, you know, if you can't have fun in life, what's the freaking point, right? Mr. Jonathan, where are you? Sandy, I don't think Jonathan's here yet, so it looks like, Sandy, you're going to be up next. So yours is kind of a two-part question. All right. Well, let's see if we can get it all into one reading. So what's your two-part question, my dear? Oh, me too. So, Christine, you're from the Oneida tribe. I thought you were from New York. Whereabouts do you live? Because I know Oneida, we have Oneida here in New York. So, where are you about, Christine? Then again, just because, you know, like my friend is Oto. And they're from Oklahoma, and she lived in Texas, and a lot of them live in Texas. And then her sister and her sister's clan live up here, not too far from where the Oneida tribe is from, and that sort of thing. So, yeah. All right, Sandy says, I have a very important court date on Tuesday. I've gotten myself into a heap of trouble, if I'm being honest, and please... Oh, okay. Should have said that beginning. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I will say this, Sandy. If you have listeners, then you might want to move to a different space or put headphones in. Do you want me to give you time to do so? Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to speak freely, worrying about if they hear something. I know. Well, by the time I got to the point about out loud. Okay, well, Sandy, why don't you let me know when you get to a space that I can speak freely? Okay, just take me off your speaker. All right. But let me know. Oh, you should have had a V8. All the Oneida originated from upstate New York, and they got transported to Green Bay by family. But you live in Wisconsin. Okay, that's why I was like confused about the. Okay, you're in a good space. All right. So the first part of the question is: are you going to have to? Yeah, are you going to lose them? And then the second part of the question is what? How to handle that? Annette, you made homemade mounds? Aw, man, I freaking love mounds. I freaking love mounds. All right, so let's just take a look and get some overall guidance on this then, okay? And let me remove this so that we can kind of look at this. So we have the Nine of Swords, which is the overthinking card. All right. Coming into the Eight of Cups, which is a departure, a parting. Okay. But then we go into the King of Pentacles. That's hopeful. Then we go into the Nine of Wands. And then the Justice card. Okay. I know you're a mess, sweetheart. I understand, and I would be too. Okay, but as you recognize, no, Almond Joy is not better because it has an almond in it. Okay, I wouldn't mind if there was an almond flavor, but the crunchy hard almond, I can't do that anymore. Sandy, you're definitely kind of running your anxiety up, overthinking this. What you're freaking out over everything right now isn't going to change anything. If anything, it's going to make it a little bit worse. All right. So an Eight of Cups tells me here that there will be a leave taking of some kind. All right. So it is possible that they will be taken. In fact, I would dare say probable on this. However, this is going to give you a chance to get your shit together. Okay. You're going to definitely, with this Nine of Wands, you're definitely going to be grieving during this time. But the King of Pentacles says this is the time that you can get your shit together. Okay? As much as it may feel like the end of the world, this is actually giving you a chance for a reset, Sandy. Okay? I know it's hard. My heart breaks for you. I feel terrible that you're going through this. But at the same point, some of the worst things that we go through in our lives, Sandy, can bring us to some of the best places if we utilize them right. Does that make some sense? Some of the worst things that happen to us in our life can bring us to some of the best spaces if we use them right. I will take my late husband's death as an example. Okay? We spent 26 years together, all told. Amazing, wonderful years. Maybe, Sandy. But I do see a leave taking here with this Eight of Cups. And the feeling is that there will be some kind of a parting, a separation. Okay. Now, that may simply mean oversight, but you are going to have the chance to get your shit together. Okay? You're definitely going to have a chance to get your shit together. That ultimately, Justice card to me says that you will have kind of paid for your mistakes and learned from your mistakes and then come back stronger. So this is good. Okay? The ending of this is good. Over here, again, yes, you are overthinking it. I don't know that you're necessarily being dramatic. I mean, that's kind of rude and dismissive of your attorney to say, in my opinion. Okay. But I do see you being able to get what it is that you need to get your collective shit together, Sandy. And that ultimately, well, I was talking about Mike. And when Mike died, I thought, geez, my life is fucking over. My life is over. Okay. I'm done. Here I am, 45, I think 45 years old at the time. And it's like, well, there goes my great love, my soulmate. I'm done. I'm over it. Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to find a way to deal with being a widow for the rest of my life. And then along comes, you see that handsome man that I'm cuddled up to right there in that picture? Along comes the wolf. And what happens with the wolf? He brings me back to life again. He brought me back to life again. He taught me that my life was not over. The worst thing in my life ended up bringing me to the best possible place that I could be right here and right now. I've got an amazing wolf. He is my heart. And I thank the gods for him every day. I just want to go and kiss him right now. If I did, he'd be like, but you're in your life. I know exactly what he would do. He'd be like, aren't you doing a live right now? Mushy witch. That's what we call it when I get all mushy like that. Mushy witch. Okay. But the honest truth is, Sandy, is that this is going to give you a chance to reset. This is going to give you, this is the wake-up call that you needed. Sandy, you don't need love right now. You need you. You need to find yourself. Okay? You need to invest in yourself. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something really nice for you. Okay? Because it's my show and I can do what the fuck I want. All right? Sandy, let me ask you a question, Sandy. Are you willing to invest in your spiritual growth? Are you willing to invest in your spiritual growth? Because if so, I'm going to cast this spell for you. Yeah. Okay, Tina, that was sunny for you. Yes, ma'am. Okay, then tell me that you're willing to invest in your spiritual growth. I want those words out your mouth. I want those words on this live. I want you to say, I am invested in my spiritual growth. All right. And to represent that investment, we have ancestor money. That's our fake money with your name on it. Okay, it's our fake money, but it's representative of your investment in your spiritual growth. Oh, and here she is, all caps. Hallelujah. I am willing to invest my entire mind, body, and soul into my spiritual growth. Namaste. Namaste for sure. Okay. Here we go. We're going to cast this spell for you, okay? Guides of Sandy, hear this plea. Illuminate what is hard to see. Shed light where shadows tend to fall. Offer wisdom to enthrall. Insight pure and guidance true. Lead Sandy in what she is meant to do. With free will to all, harm to none, as we will. It is now done. So mote it be. There we go. Whew. Sandy, are you feeling that? Are you feeling that energy from the guides? Holy Toledo. All I'm saying, Jessica, what on earth are you up to, girl? Putting you on the priority list. Making you feel lightheaded. Oh, yeah, baby, you know. Watch for insights from your guides to be showing up at random, weird-ass intervals, okay? But you're going to have a lot of insight for that, okay? Whew. I'll tell you, this spell has been mondo powerful, guys. Mondo powerful. So if you want to get in on it, Sandy, can I tell you something, Sandy? And I really want you to hear me. I really want you to hear me on this. You don't have to get rid of or fix your dark, okay? You have to understand it. You have to learn to work with it, work within it. If you do not have a shadow, it is because you are not standing in the light. I have dark. I am not ashamed of my dark. I understand my dark. I work with my dark, okay? You need to accept the darkness within. Learn to absorb it. Learn to let it work for you. Learn to understand it, to know it, to feel it, to truly be yourself. Okay? Let me tell you, the moon, she has phases, right? She has phases from right now. We're in the first quarter waxing moon phase where we have that little thumbnail of a moon. Okay, and it grows to full, and then it slowly fades away and then goes to a new moon, right? But she is her the entire time. She is full, even though she's not always shining. We learn from our moon goddess. We learn from her that it is okay to have nights where we don't. Look, she only shines full for a few nights every month. Okay, she's only full that time. Kim says exactly, you don't know the light until you know the dark. It's about balance. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Kim. Well said. By the way, Kim, have you liked, subscribed, and shared? I'll put you on the free list if so. But yes, every one of us has dark and light. Now, Tina, you say it's up to us which one takes over. The thing is that it's better not to have either taking over. It's better to have both, okay? Kim, you like, subscribed, and shared? I will put you on the free list, my dear. The yin and yang symbol, if you think about it, the yin and the yang, it shows that there's a little bit of darkness in the light, and there's a little bit of light in the darkness. Shadow and light, be the balance, Balance is where it's at, okay? Kim, I've got you on the free list, darling. Sandy, did you share, by the way? If you did, I'll give you, well, you know what? I don't care if you shared or not. We've got the 8 of Wands. Things are going to move forward for you very quickly, okay? Things are going to take a very fast turn. Keep your mind and sight in the direction you want to go. Where the head goes, the body follows. Just like when you're riding a motorcycle, if you turn this way and you're looking that way, then you're going to start leaning that way. And if you start leaning that way, you're going to start going that way. And next thing you know, there's where you're going. And if you look this way, it's going to do the same. And that's where you're going. Okay, so where the head goes, the body follows. Keep your eye on your goal. Remember what you're doing this for. You're doing this for your kids. You're doing this for your highest and greatest good too. But most of all, you're doing it for your kids. And what better motivation than our children do we have? By the way, Joanne, did you also like, subscribe, and share? I'll put you on the free list. I do feed my wolf, and he is both light and dark. And that's one of the beautiful things about him. Sandy, you come and be here with us. And you know what? You should probably think about getting in the mentorship circle. And that way you have a community of women that you can talk to and some shadow working resources and stuff that you can do in the mentorship circle. If you're not in it, here's some information about it.
Have you been wanting to grow in your spiritual path? It's time to join the circle. Shiya's Mentorship Circle is a place where we can learn and grow together. It's a private community that's committed to spiritual growth, group support, and learning. You can learn at your own pace with 24/7 access to a wide range of topics presented through videos, writings, and original content on all kinds of spiritual topics, and access to my ever-growing Book of Shadows. All spiritual paths and walks of life are welcome in this circle. On top of all that, Mentorship Circle members get free readings every Monday on my live show, discounts on live readings and workshops, classes, group therapy, and group chats for support and direct mentoring. Join today, get connected, and start living your best life. Learn more at LadyShiya.com.
Thank you, Jonathan. It's a lot longer than I can read right now, but I will definitely read that later. Thank you for sharing it with me. But until I have a chance to actually look through it and read it, I don't know. So I will. This is effects. Okay, just effects. I got an unknown call earlier, and then it ended up being fax tones. So, no problem, Sandy. I mean, I want you to get the support that you need. So even if you can do a lesser amount or whatever, then let's talk. But send me a message if this is something that you really want and that you'll commit to being involved with. Okay? So if that's something that you think that will help you and you can commit to being involved with it, then we'll talk, okay? Hello, Miss Mary. How are you? All right. So, Jonathan, what did you want your reading on, my friend? Exactly what Annette said. Money can help, but only you can change your life. I'm doing pretty good today. Thank you. Guys, please, please, please do consider donating. This is what I do for a living. And if y'all want me to be able to continue to do this, I need y'all's help to stay in business. So if you can donate for a reading, please do so. If you can't, then support me by sharing me out there and I will put you on the free list. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell the snowman, tell the Yeti, tell whatever, you know? And there should be other ways for you to be able to get your kids to school, like buses and stuff. Sandy, is that not a potential solution for you? Is there no bus available, school transportation? Have you looked into all the potential options? That sort of thing, you know? You have your kids open enrolled, so buses aren't an option. Okay, so you have your kids enrolled at a school that you don't have busing for? Sometimes you may have to change that up in order to be able to get them to school appropriately, you know? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know? Yeah, and Kim, I will ask, please don't use all caps. The reason for that is I am dyslexic, and it becomes very difficult for me to read the text being a dyslexic on when it's all caps, and it literally confuses my eyeballs and starts giving me a headache. Okay. Jonathan says, I had a really disturbing dream last night. I crashed my car trying to repack. What does repack mean? I got very physically violent with my dad as an aggressor in the wrong for no reason, not something I'd ever do. And he was just trying to help and couldn't stop and be a coworker, etc. The weird part is I had invoked my goddess before sleep last night. I was trying to repark your car. Okay. So you were trying to Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Jonathan, I'm getting a very strong message here for you. Okay. I just had to stop because it came in, and I just had to focus in on the download from that. You are trying to right now create your own context of going forward. Okay. And every time you try to change your direction, change your foundational set, you have people in your life that love you and care for you, but they don't understand what works best. He's trying to help. Other people are trying to help, but they're trying to help you from their own context. The thing that you received, that you sent out today, about the receiver and that sort of thing in relationships, that's a point. But at the same point, the giver should understand what is actually needed and not volunteer or give, or where the support or the help is not only not necessary, but where it is detrimental. The reason that you hit your father in your dream was because you are used to reacting to somebody pushing themselves onto you in this negative context. You're used to pushing back hard. You're used to saying no, enough, no. Okay, either A, you acquiesce, or B, you completely pendulum swing to the other side and get to the point to where it's like, no, you are going to absolutely put your foot down And in putting your foot down, the way that you've traditionally put your foot down, Jonathan, is by shutting the whole situation down. Okay? And so in your dream, you're hitting your dad. You're not really hitting your father. You're hitting the ideas that come from that. Yes, Christine says it very well. Suffering from pain from your childhood trauma, I'm being treated a certain way and not heard. And your reaction to that trauma, that treatment, that kind of dismissive of what you need and people trying to help you, Jonathan, is what's coming across in your reacting aggressively to that. Here's what your goddess is trying to show you. You need to allow it to pass through you. When somebody is offering that help, that's not so much a help. Thank you. I will keep that under consideration. Thank you for your insight. I will definitely think on that. I accept your insight in the spirit in which it was given. Okay? I hear what you've had to say to me. I will consider it. You need to allow these things to pass through you instead of being something that you confront up against. Okay? You take as the wolf would say, take what you need and leave the rest behind. This dream was showing you how this energy is moving in your life. Your car, your vehicle being kind of your chariot, your way forward, your road ahead. And you're trying to move out of this direction and repark your car over here. Okay? And somebody who's trying to help, it's like, would you just please move out of the way? So you're reacting like, boom, okay, let me get up there and in this space to make this stop. But the problem is that confrontational energy simply generates more of the same, Jonathan. That confrontational energy, when you confront, they will rise to meet you. And then you have this, boom, two rams butting heads. All right. And nothing good comes of that except for, you have two rams with headaches. Okay. Instead, you take it by the hand and you say, thank you. I accept the input and the help in the spirit in which it is given. I will consider that. Meanwhile, I need to go ahead and make this move. So please kindly stand over here for a little bit. And when I am done making this move, I will come and I will speak with you further and receive wisdom. And I will receive the wisdom that you have to offer me. Now, here's the thing. And this is one of the things Mike and I used to disagree with on all the fucking time. He'd be like, you're not listening to me. And I'm like, no, I'm listening to you. I just don't agree. Listening to you, hearing you, and processing what you have to say does not necessitate that I agree with you. I take your input and I consider and I process it. And that's what I commit to when I listen. Listening to you does not mean obedience, does not mean agreeing, and it does not mean doing what you say. Listening to you means that I am actively listening. I am taking in the input. I am taking the time to actually consider it. Do you have a point? Does he have a real point? Is this something that I should be looking into? Or is this something that is just superfluous information? Okay. Christine, thank you. She's like, yes, she's telling all facts 100. Yes. So you can respond verbally when he's trying to help, coming from an unmedicated old anxiety PTSD place, but kind of comes from a place of true love. And you can say with certainty that your father loves you. Yes. Listen and say, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to share that input with me. Thank you for giving me this to consider, and I will take it under advisement. I appreciate your input, and I appreciate the spirit in which it was given. Now that allows for a flow through. You can take it and you can dump out some of it. You can take it and absorb it and call it into yourself and say, yes, this is good, but here's a part here that just doesn't belong. This is good. Here's a part here that doesn't belong. Oh, you know what? All of this is just, no, but you know what? While I set this aside, I am going to over here, I'm going to receive that it was given to me out of love and care and concern. As you said, Jonathan, you can say with certainty that your father loves you. So you know, even when he is being an asshat, giving you the worst advice on the face of the planet, that it is coming from a place of love. And so instead of hearing, you should do things this way and you should do things that way, what you should be hearing is, I love you and I want what's best for you. I love you and I'm going to offer the best that I have to offer from my personal perspective, whether it be good or whether it be accurate or whether it be wrong. This is the best advice I have in the moment. So I am going to give you this advice because I love you and I want the best for you. And repeating himself over and over and over again. So what you do when you do that is you look and you say, I'm hearing you say this. Is there something that you are saying that you feel that I am not hearing? And when you do that and you repeat that a few times, okay, I've heard you say that. You know, we're going back and around in circles. And hello, I am not John. Okay. But you're going back around in circles and say, hey, I'm hearing you say blank. Is there something that you are saying that you feel that I am not hearing? And eventually he will let go. And if he has additional things to say, then there you go. You know, but the main thing is that you take it and instead of coming, boom, confrontational, you take it, take what you need, take it, the love in which it was offered, and take everything you don't need and set it aside while saying, thank you very much. Thank you for the love that you offered me in that advice. I am hearing your love for me and I will consider the things that you are saying. If they argue with you, you say, you know what? I have taken it under advisement and I will make the best decision that I can make for myself given the information that I have. But I thank you for the additional perspectives that you've offered me. Come from a place of gratitude when you are being handed that stuff that you would normally be confrontational about. Trust me, that can lead to much better feelings than the confrontational part of it, you know? Yeah, it's definitely different in different places, Kim. Absolutely. And you're in the UK. Well, thank you for joining us from across the pond. I'm needing to shift my legs because my footsy's falling asleep. I was sitting on my foot. And yes, Christine says, trust me, my dad used to talk to me and said he was always down about his kids, not showing no love. Your dad loves you. Well, there you go. And hello, Stephanie. How are you? Did you get any good responses about how to build up your knee? Because the only thing I can think of is physical therapy. And I just never got a chance to respond to you today because I was over at AT&T trying to get my stupidly, ridiculously high bill down because they've been double charging me for things like insurance and stuff like that. So, yeah, I cut off a lot of stuff and got my bill down by $150. But I still have the $150 on the old bill to pay. The extra $150. So yeah, if y'all can donate, please do. I got bills. Y'all, I got bills. And I've been trying to cut everything down that I can. Hello, Green-Eyed Gemini. How are you, dear? But yes, Christine, I am definitely sorry that you experienced that. Your dad left the house and you came back home to find him dead. So, you know, maybe at some point you can do a mediumship and we can do a mediumship together, Christine, because I guarantee you, I don't think your dad is holding any kind of a grudge with that. If anything, he feels bad too, most likely. Yeah, unfortunately, visible coverage sucks more than an amateur adult film star. Okay. Well, I can't go with that little coverage. Just stretching and making sure you keep your brace on. Stephanie, I have this kind of like chair exercises reels thing that I follow on the regular. As I see some that are for knee strengthening, I will send them your way. Perfect time, Miss Granados, because guess whose time it is? All right, Miss Annette, and yes, I got your message personally. I'll make sure to send you an address. Oh, wow, almost 3 a.m, Kim. Well, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Suzanne Estefeller, hey, yes, I am here. How are you? Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and I will put you guys on the free list. I am grateful you found me too, Kim, and I hope to see you far more often. There are times where I do daytime lives, which will be earlier in the evening for you. We're about 5 hours apart. If you're in the main part of UK, like London, UK, you're about 5 hours. You said 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. You're 6 hours apart from me. So, yeah, you're a little bit further east, I guess, on the eastern side of the UK. Christina, what woke you up to who you are? Spiritual now, though. You learned who you were, so it's good that you learned that you're a white witch. There's no such thing as white or black witch. It is all in how you use it, okay? His death was a blessing, which he actually took himself out to better your life. Wow. Yes, Eeyore, Amy, I got bills, they're multiplying. Hey, you're in London? I thought London was 5 hours difference for me, because right now it's 9:30 here. So, which should mean if you were in London, I think it should be. Yeah, you found me right now, Suzanne. Why is it not showing you on Facebook? Because I am on Facebook. Yes, I am, but for some reason it didn't show you that I was live on Facebook. That's okay. So it is 5 hours then, Kim. Okay. And Miss Stephanie, I got you on the priority list. Jessica, what did you want your reading on? The spell really worked for you. Oh, so good. You took out a loan yesterday, not wanting or needing to, but I did it, and last night my car broke down. Wow. So your spirits definitely were guiding you. Oh, your daughter told you you're blasphemous, and she wants to protect her children's souls from your witchy lifestyle. Wow. Okay. Wow. Just wow. That's fucked up. Okay? That's fucked up. Full spirit insight. What would you like your insight on, Miss Granados? Well, you know what? A witch that cannot hex cannot heal. Okay? You have to be able to kill, like, fuck cancer, killing cancer. In order to heal somebody, you have to be able to kill bad bacteria. Okay? There is a blending of light and dark, okay? And it is all in how we use it. Just because something is dark, like nighttime. What would we do if we were like in Alaska and we had 24/7 light? Okay. They have to go black out windows and they have to do all kinds of things to keep their bodies in a good biorhythm because they have to go so long without and there's a place in Iceland where the sun almost never sets. They have to do all kinds of things in order to balance out their biorhythm. We need the dark as much as we need the light. It's just all in how we use it. Okay. The next 6 months going forward. Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's see what we've got for you. I'm going to switch over to the desk cam. Oh, 5 of Wands, which is that kind of everybody kind of telling you what to do. Going into the King of Wands, which is you telling them this is what I'm going to do. We'll get more into it. Queen of Cups, which is, you know what? I'm going to deal with my own feelings, my own fucking way. Then we're going to go into the Hangman. I'm going to learn to look at things differently and sacrifice the things that are not as important to me as others. And then the 5 of Cups, which is I'm going to stop focusing on the negative and start looking at what's really going on. All right, so let's do... Right? But it's about finding that appropriate balance there, Jonathan. It's definitely about finding that appropriate balance big time. All right. So looking at the next 6 months for you, Jessica. First of all, the 5 of Wands, which is everybody coming in and saying, you need to do it this way. You need to do it that way. And lots of drama. Okay. Over the next 6 months. But you have to turn around. And King of Wands, which is to say, you are going to set your goals, not everybody else who's saying you need to go this way or that way. The Queen of Cups is you're going to have to find the right emotional supports while you handle your emotional well-being for yourself. Okay. You're going to be seen or shown some things over the next 6 months that are going to be really fucking eye-opening for you. And I definitely see that you're going to lose some friends through this. Okay. You are going to have to learn to see what people are really about, and you're going to see aspects of what they were really about. Hello, Amanda. You're going to see aspects of what people are really about. Despite the things that they say, the truth is going to come out. Okay? Oh, by the way, Jonathan. Money unto thee, abundant wealth, and 3 times 3. And Jessica, also for you, money unto thee, abundant wealth, and 3 times 3. With harm to none as it finds its way, may both of y'all's wealth increase every day. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will. It is now done. All right. Hello, Miss Amanda. How are you? Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and let me know that you have liked, subscribed, and shared, and I will put you on the free list. Suzanne says, I got my Stormwater and Muskrat Skull waiting for my next Screw You spell. I hate that your daughter is being like that. It is just so narrow-minded and horrible. Below you, the energies that are going to be around you over the next 6 months are these things that are below you. First of all, we have the Knight of Swords. You're going to have to think creatively. That's what the Knight of Swords is about, is being able to think your way out of a paper box, okay? Or out of a paper bag, or out of a wet paper bag, okay? And Brenda Almendarez, I see that you did another 5, so I got you on the list twice there. I'll put them both together, and you can tell me if that's for 1 or 2 things. Or, oh, okay, you're doing the spell, it looks like. Okay, cool. All right. But basically, you're going to have to think creatively. You're going to have to think your way out of a paper bag. You're going to have to look at things differently, which is pretty much what we're talking about with the Hangman. Okay, so creative solutions. Again, pay attention to your guide. Okay. The Artist is telling me that you have unrealized potential to continue to tap into the guidance of the universe, and don't turn around and put any particular focus in any particular direction. Open yourself up for the universe and what it has to truly offer you. Okay. Suzanne, if you need to talk about this offline, I am more than happy to talk to you about this offline. So I get that. Okay. Draw Wilo, which is, of course, cycles on a picture of her head or chest for a heart, left and right hands for her back. There are no shadows at noon. So expose her true heart, mind, intentions, and what she hides. Yeah. Okay. Jonathan, it's one of those things that the born agains are taught that, well, we'll get into that in a minute. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Who wants me to talk about religious trauma? Anybody say religious trauma if you would like for me to talk about religion versus spirituality. Religious trauma, if you would like to have a little discussion about that. Y'all say religious trauma. And if a couple people say it, then I will get into it and we'll talk about it. If not, then Suzanne, you and I can talk about it offline. But if you guys would like for me to discuss it. Going back to you, Jessica Granados, the Three of Cups is your final thing, is finding that core group of people, okay? Finding that core group of people that are going to help you and support you during this time, okay? To be able to help you open up your heart space, to be able to help you not get stuck in this kind of tug-of-war that's going to be going on around you, and the religious trauma. But hey, you said it enough, so we will have that we will have that discussion here in just a minute. But Jessica, you're going to really have to buckle down, and you're going to have your eyes opened on a lot of shit. I hate that for you, but you are going to have your eyes opened on a lot of shit, and you're going to find out who your friends really aren't. Okay. And unfortunately, I feel like it's going to surprise you. All right. So your freebie today because you shared is the Knight of Swords. And it says, the longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. Okay. So don't dwell on the fact that some of these people are finally, I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I blocked you. Okay? So don't be afraid to set that block. Okay? All right, religious trauma. We are going to have that discussion. All right, now that there we go. My camera's back. Oh, yes, my new deck. I got it in Salem last Friday. Okay, here's the thing. The difference between spirituality and religion. Spirituality is inclusive. Okay? It's already started, but there's going to be some people, Jessica, that are going to surprise you. Okay? But spirituality is inclusive. Spirituality says that I walk my path, and I expect you to honor me on my path while I will honor you on your path. And while we may walk together, parallel or otherwise, we are going to respect I respect where you're at, you respect where I'm at. Okay? Kind of like the whole concept of the word namaste. The word namaste means the divine within me sees and honors the divine within you. Okay? That's spirituality. That's true spirituality. True spirituality is none of this superiority thing of saying, well, my path is better than yours. I'm more woke than you. You have to do it this way. The gatekeepers, okay? If you want to be spiritual, then you have to open yourself up in this way and do that, okay? Now, when we start getting into that, we get into religion. And religion is defined simply this, okay? Religion is defined as a path that is exclusive. Exclusivity is the name of the game in religion. My God's dick is bigger than your God's. Or if we're going to get into goddesses, my goddess has bigger tits than yours. Okay? My goddess is more pregnant than your goddess is. My God is superior. My God is the only God. Okay? Now, spirituality in some ways is man-made as well, Kim. Okay? Spirituality is an individual's approach to understanding the realm of the unseen while living in the realm of the seen. Okay? Spirituality does not always mean or translate to love. Love is a great spiritual energy, an expansive and unlimited energy. Okay? But it is about, spirituality is about each individual person finding their own path to the divine and respecting the path to the divine that others find for themselves. Okay? She told you whatever is working through me, she wants to know no part of, nor does she want her children to be a part of that. And all my crystals are bad, and yet she has some herself. Look, when you have somebody, and my parents were very much like this, when you have these born agains, they are conditioned, they are trained. Okay? That all things, and if you look at the Bible, it doesn't add up. But all things come from the Bible. The Bible, even though there are literally over 14,000 changes from the oldest biblical texts in the museums, okay, from the modern, or even actually the King James Bible, from the oldest verified original papers of scripture to the King James Version, 14,000 differences. 14,000 conceptual. We're not just talking about word changes. We're talking about conceptual differentiations. Okay? Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live is that thou shalt not suffer a poisoner to live. Okay? Fuck, even Samuel talked through a medium. When Saul was trying to get some information on what the fuck God wanted, Saul went to a medium, and Samuel came and basically told Saul to fuck himself. You know? He told Saul to fuck himself. But one of the things, Suzanne, that we learned in seminary is that the Bible is written by a specific people in a specific time to a specific audience and will often have a timeless message. What does that mean? That means that when Paul was telling the Corinthians not to braid their hair, he was really talking about how the temple whores braided their hair, and that's how they were shown as temple whores and by Vesta. Okay, so those were the Vestal virgins who were the temple whores, and you could sleep with the Vestal, with Vesta, by donating to the temple of Vesta, and sleep with one of the Vestal virgins that were in other words, you could fuck a goddess. So he was telling the Christians of Corinthians, hey, don't look like the temple whores and people won't treat you like a temple whore. That was the timeless message. But some religious sects out there took it to mean I'm not allowed to braid my hair. And if you braid your hair, you're evil. You know? But you're right. They are sheep and they're blinded by sheep. Okay? And yes, you cannot change that. All you can do is say, you know what? I will not expose your children, my grandchildren, to my beliefs, and I will mute my beliefs. All I ask is that you not speak ill of me to my grandchildren and allow me to have access to them. I love you and I love them, but you cannot change. I'll tell you what, I had my parents do all kinds of horrible things to me, in the name of Christianity. And one of which was to try very hard to shut down my gifts. They tried to baptize it out of me. They burned all of my witch shit when I was 16, and my mom went snooping in my room and found it all. You know? But just anytime she says anything, don't fight with her, because the religious trauma part is going to be, if you fight with her, then it is going to cause more division. And then you are going to reinforce her view of your religious path. So all you can do is love and namaste and say, you know, I'm sorry you feel that way. I love you all the same. I'm sorry you feel that way. I love you all the same. I'm sorry you feel that way. I love you all the same. Don't try to fight with it. I hate that for you, Suzanne, but do not put a wedge of religion or spirituality between you and your daughter. Turn around and say, hey, I've heard you, and anytime you would like to speak to me about your personal path, I will listen to it, but please don't quote the Bible at me, okay? I will listen to your personal transformative experiences. I will listen to your personal perspectives, even if it's about the, Bible and Jesus and the amazing things that the gods and the goddesses or Jesus is doing in your life. And I will celebrate with you. And you can say things like, praise God, because you know what? Praise God. All gods are one God. One God is all gods. Each one has its own unique personalities and is just as valid as the next, yet every one of them is part of that universal divine. Yeah, you don't need to show her your side. It's going to put her at odds. And your best bet is to be like, you know what? I am sorry. I was pushing my religious context onto you rather than realizing that your path is your own. And I celebrate that you have found a path that means so much to you and resonates with you. And I will not contradict it with you or with your kids. All I ask is that you not preach at me. Don't try to change me or convert me. If you would like to tell me about your side, if you would like to tell me about your experiences, as your mother, I am always here to listen, and I will celebrate your successes and your victories and your positive feelings with you. Eventually, her religious fervor will die down. But when they first get that whole born again thing and they're told, you gotta renounce all this other shit because our God's dick is bigger than everybody else's God's dick. All right. There's no arguing with that. And as a spiritual individual, we should not argue with that. And if somebody comes up and says, well, this is what I believe, that's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for sharing your viewpoint and your perspective. Don't argue with them. Don't fight with them. Who cares? It's not even a real history, Tina. You're like, the King James Bible is a history of things and a guidebook of moral, virtuous way. No, it is a book, a series of books, letters, and things that are written by a specific people to a specific people in a specific historical context that often has a timeless message, just like any other work of art out there. Just like some of it is divinely inspired, some of it isn't. Some of it is a begat. So you go through the book of Kings and it's the begat. So-and-so begat, so-and-so begat, so-and-so begat, so-and-so begat, so-and-so begat, so-and-so begat. There's a whole lot of fucking going on. That's what that book is saying. Okay, this person fucked this person and begat that person. This person fucked that person and begat that person. Then begat. There's a whole lot of fucking going on here. Whole lot of fucking going on here. Book of Kings is all about the fucking whole lot of fucking going on. Begat. Okay, so that's what it's really saying. You read the Song of Solomon. Holy shit, if you actually look into that shit is pornographic. I mean, that is some spank bank kind of shit in there. If you understand some of the analogies that they're doing, your skin, your breasts are like two doves. Okay. Holy shit, is the book of Song of Solomon the most pornographic thing that was out at that time? Okay, no shit, Sherlock. That is a book of porn. Now, that's divinely inspired. Okay, God killed everybody. Let's celebrate that God killed everybody except for one man and his family and a bunch of animals. Woo! Okay, some of it is allegory, some of it is metaphorical, some of it is fictional, so on and so forth. Okay, but you have to understand that if you argue, and this is what I really want to get through to all of you, if you argue somebody's religious view, oh yeah, beget should always be inspiring. I wonder what I can go and beget tonight. Maybe I should get a little bit of Song of Solomon out. Okay. But, yes, and the fact that 910 years and 300 years in the Bible, lunar Jewish years, yes, we are a solar year culture in the modern day. That is true. So it is somewhat different. But, also we had the history of the world shows us that we had a greater layer between us and the sun. Okay. And thank you, Diana. I got you on the free list, my dear. But basically, do not argue with the religious nuts. And if they start going crazy, just say, hey, God loves spiritual fruits, not religious nuts. The fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Learn that list. And when people start turning around and saying, hey, what about blah, 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 and you say, you know what? Last I read, the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Do you feel like you are being an exemplary representative of those spiritual fruits? Oh, you do, because, okay, would you mind exercising perhaps some self-control and not trying to override and gaslight me? How about love and joy and peace? How about patience? How about kindness? How about goodness? How about gentleness? How about faithfulness? How about self-control? Don't argue with them, okay? Don't tell them, don't put their backs up. When you fight with them, it's the same thing that Jonathan had to learn through his dream. You cannot fight with them because you go up and boom, and it's like two goddamn rams butting heads, and all you end up with at the end is a damned headache. And nobody feels any good. Okay? So instead, if somebody comes along and starts charging you, and let's say that they're that bull and they're charging you, okay, step aside like the matador. Step aside and let it flow by. And if they come charging you again, just say, I love you, until they run up and they're ready to get there, and then you just step aside and swoosh. And they come charging again, step aside and swoosh, and step aside and swoosh, and next thing you know, you're in the flow, doing a little dance and avoiding people's bullshit. Right?
Sure.
Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
How are you?
Good.
We're talking about religious trauma because Suzanne, aka Beaver Queen, is back on today.
Oh.
And her daughter, I will unmute you. Her daughter has now officially told her that she is going to hell in a handbasket, and that basically, what is it that she said, Suzanne? Besides, you told her she was a hypocrite. Let me scroll back up. And she's removed you from Facebook. You haven't talked to him since next week. Was it? She told me whatever is working through her, aka the devil, she wants no part of, nor does she want her children to be a part of that. And all of her crystals are bad, even though she has them herself. And she is now born again. So we're talking about sidestepping that rather than fighting it.
I miss you, my sister. I am sorry that this is just another, and she and I were talking the other day, just yet another serving of the shit sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
This is the unfortunate reality, and a lot of people don't understand it until they go through what you're going through. That religious conditioning is really contrary to everything that it says it's supposed to be, because it teaches division, it teaches hate, it teaches an intolerance, and even just from the simple Christian narrative, you know what I mean? Jesus hung out with lepers.
Oh yeah, he did.
And whores.
All the undesirable.
Right. And his main philosophy was love. So the only thing you can do, and it's going to be the proverbial cold comfort, you just have to be the better person. You have to lead by example, because guess what? As with anything that is made of bullshit, the illusion will eventually fall apart.
Yes, it will.
They'll need you for something. They'll want you for something. And then that's when you can decide, to what degree it's worth it to you. But you know better than anybody, because you're a student of the human condition.
Mm-hmm.
You can't change how people feel.
Which is why I was saying, instead of turning around and butting heads with her, just simply say, thank you for sharing your experiences with me, and let it flow on by. Thank you for loving me and enough to share your experiences with me, but thank you also for loving me enough not to proselytize to me. I will not try to force my views and beliefs on you. Please honor me in the same way.
I don't feel as kind as Shiya has. The wolf in me is like...
Well, you just want to bite people and throat punch them.
Well, but listen, she's justified. She's justified in that dynamic.
But at the same point, it's her daughter, and she doesn't want to ruin the relationship with her.
No, listen, I respect and I understand that we have to make choices. My context simply is whatever you decide to do with it, my sister, and you have every right to feel angry, to feel disappointed, and even to some degrees feel betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what this bullshit does to good people.
Mm-hmm. So yes, every parent wants their child to be like Jesus until they start hanging out with prostitutes and thugs. That is an excellent point, Jonathan. But yeah, it's better not to sit there and constantly headbutt with these people, because seriously, these religious nuts will not be changed. Their conditioning is such that they are absolutely not going to change. And the more you turn around and put their back up, the more they will turn around and just dig in. Like motherfucking conditioned little shitheads. They are going to dig in.
By the way, I'm going to hijack this live in probably about 10 to 15 minutes while
Time for me to go move the car?
Yeah, because I don't want to fuck with her. I'll end up throwing my back out or something horrible. It'll turn into a Christine moment. The car will drive away with me in it, never to be seen again. I'm just saying.
Oh dear.
These things happen in the dead of night.
Have been called Christine moment. That's cute.
Yeah. Well, you know how that name is traumatic to me, right. So that's an inside joke.
Absolutely. All right. So Brenda, we're gonna do we'll do your spell, and then we'll chat for a few more minutes, and then Stephanie, we've got after I move the car, I will come back and do your animal spirit guide.
Is that our stuff?
That's our stuff.
Oh, Steph, you're gonna get some extra.
Oh, the wolf is gonna do some.
Yeah.
For you, Stephanie. So there you go.
So I got a little something for you.
Be nice and turn the camera off, because the wolf.
No, you can leave it on.
I can leave on the camera?
Yes.
Y'all are in for a treat tonight.
See, that's just some bullshit. This is why I don't do the camera, by the way, because of these stupid fucking moments. I just want people to hear.
Right.
All right? I perform on stage. I don't have a problem being on camera. I choose to use my voice.
Because I can.
All right? What am I, a fucking joke to you? I'm here to fucking amuse you?
See,
like, what's so funny about that?
I've got this nice little meditation video I can throw.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah.
So why do you want to use that to distract from the conversation?
Because I can.
Okay. You're like, come hang with me. I'm like here now. All of a sudden, now I got to go away. You got
chair.
No, see, because I'll come back. I'm going to hijack this shit.
Okay, you come hijack this shit. And Diana's like, yes, Joe Pesci. That was great. Yep. Oh, go ahead, sweetheart. You know you're going to. Go ahead.
I'll bide my time.
Okay.
My time is coming.
Your time is coming. All right. So, all right. We're going to do, Brenda, are you here? Are you ready to be fully invested? I need to hear from you that you are willing and ready to be fully invested in your spiritual growth for this spell. Okay? Tell me that you are ready to be fully invested in your growth, your spiritual growth. All right, Jonathan. I hope that helped and blessed you, dear, tonight, and that insight was good for you. And of course, anytime we can work through our traumas together, we absolutely will do that. Big time. So, yes, Diana, and I had you on the interested list. So are you coming? I will absolutely send you my address, Annette. Absolutely. Okay, and Brenda, you are ready to be fully invested in your spiritual growth. Great. B-R-E-N. Brenda. All right. Here we go. Now we are using, as I told you guys before, we are using ancestor money. Are you literally just going to put that trash right there?
No, I'm literally going to come back and take it.
I love you. So, we are using ancestor money to represent the fact that we are willing to invest of ourselves, to invest of our... Oh, you are teaching a class tomorrow at 8 p.m.? All right. Well, I'm sad tomorrow, but we'll think of you anyway, or at least I will. I don't know if anybody else will think of you, but I will, for what that counts. But we use the ancestor money to show that we are willing to invest of ourselves into our spiritual growth, into the best context of our spiritual growth, and living towards our best life. So, Brenda has stated that she is willing to invest herself, to be fully invested, as she says, in her spiritual growth. Guides of Brenda, hear this plea. Illuminate what is hard to see. Shed light where shadows tend to fall. Offer wisdom to enthrall. Insight pure and guidance true. Lead Brenda in what she needs to do. Free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Yes, I'm enjoying drumming at the end of my spells now. Yes, my class is at 8 p.m. tomorrow, so I will make sure that you get the information. And if you show up late, you just come in late. It's okay. I love you. You can show up late. You're allowed. Okay? So I'll put you on the list for it. Got you down. So, yes, are you wanting to come tomorrow, Diana? You were asking about it, so I had you on the interested list. So are you a yes? You just dealt. Okay. Is that for today or for tomorrow's Reiki class? So, yes. Okay. Come on, mail. I don't know why my Zells aren't. There it is. No, it's not showing it yet. Is it time?
No, I'm just.
All right, Brenda, I got your thingy. I'm looking for the Zelle to come through. I have not seen it come through yet, Diana, but I will watch for it. So, Stephanie, you are up next. So, I am going to turn the main chair over to the wolf.
No, not time yet. She's going to get extra. You can keep doing your thing.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do my thing.
Okay. I'm going to do my thing, and then you're going to do your thing.
Yeah, unless she's got to take off like right away.
Oh, no. Yeah, Stephanie, do you have to take off right away? Dawn, I'm doing great. What state do I live in? New York. You're welcome, Brenda. How did that feel to you? I always love hearing how the spells translate to everybody. Everybody kind of feels them a little bit different.
Yeah, that way she can get her animal insight.
I'll do her animal insight when I come back.
No, it's not time for you to go yet.
But I'm not going to have enough time to do it. So
That's what you're trying to say,
that's
huh?
what I'm trying to say.
That's what you're going to say. How do you know?
Off tomorrow and just enjoying to hang out because I know how long it takes me to do an animal spirit reading.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You had that shit timed down, huh?
Pretty much.
You know what the animals are going to say?
No.
No, you're trying to assume, huh? I see that.
No, but I know it takes more than 5 minutes.
You're trying to speak to them, huh?
So your fingers are tingling. Interesting. Well, we'll run through a few freebies real quick and see how many freebies we can get done before it is time. Elspeth, Jessica, Tina, and Tahamina and Love. Who all is here from that list? Elspeth, Jessica Edwards, Tina McCown, which also comes with a Sunny, if Sunny's with you. Tahamina, Taney, and Love. Which ones of you guys are here? Tell me I'm here. If you heard your name just now and you're here, tell me I'm here. I don't know why your freaking emails are not coming through on the Zelle. Because there it is. Okay, I got you there. That's because it's pending. I'm not sure why it's pending, but it says it's pending. That's why. Okay. And Miss Suzanne, you're on the list now too. Okay. No, it is not too late to be on the list, Diana and Dawn. So Diana's already on the list. Dawn, I'll put you on the list as well. All right. Love, you're here. Excellent. Tina, are you in the hot tub? All right. Love, for you, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Tina was teasing me earlier.
Hey, nobody said anything that there's going to be hot tub action.
There's hot tub action.
Because you know what happens when you get involved with that? Becomes
you don't get me out.
Well, that and it becomes hot tub time machine.
Yes, hot tub time machine sounds fun.
No.
Yes.
No, because shit goes sideways when that happens.
Yeah, but it's an adventure.
No.
Kind of like Bill and Ted's Excellent
No.
Adventure.
Oh God, no.
You know.
See, this is the dark side of the Contini context.
But anyway, okay. So love, for you, we have the 9 of Pentacles. None of us will ever accomplish anything excellent or commanding except when he listens to this whisper, which is heard by him alone. 9 of Pentacles is the ultimate knowledge, the ultimate independent woman, I will say. Yes, Honkers likes adventures. Tamara says that a hot tub time machine sounds fun to her.
Sit down, fun to her.
But basically, and yes, Suzanne, are you... Okay, you want... Are you trying to sign up for the Reiki night tomorrow night? Is that what that is? Because I see 2 different donations. Or are you 2 different donations for 2 different things? You let me know. But Suzanne's like, So there you go. Christine Native Love is like, hello, Wolf. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
She's been on all night. It's been great. But basically what this is saying for you, love, is that you need to put your passions and know what your passions are and to independently follow your passions, because nobody else can inspire you in the way that you can inspire yourself by following your own passions. Dawn wants to know how you're doing, Wolf. And Diana says that she will take a read from you if you're interested. Absolutely. Wolf is always available for a reading. All you got to do is say, hey, I'm giving you money and I want Wolf, and I will go and get him. Okay.
You know,
he says he's always on standby. So, yeah.
That really kind of sounded like you're my pimp now.
I am your pimp.
Okay.
You told me when I first moved in that I was your manager. So what's the difference between manager and pimp?
You know what? That's a great point. I'm just going to walk back away and pretend that this didn't happen.
Yeah. Do you feel like doing a reading?
Yeah.
He said absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yes. So Diana will be donating for a reading here in a minute. So yeah, absolutely.
I'm not cracking out none of that demon deck shit. I'm gonna be using the Art of Life. I love that deck. That's one of my favorite decks. I know it. I saw it sitting there.
The Art of Water is up there.
Yeah, no, I was planning on using the Art of Life anyway.
This one. Okay, cool. Tamara wants a reading from Wolf too. Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you one, my sister.
Okay, so I'm making a Wolf list right here. Wolf, Diana, and Tamara. All right. Okay. So, yes, anybody who wants a reading from Wolf, you guys can donate whatever amount you feel like, and he will give you a commensurate reading because he's about to take over here in a minute. Okay? And I'll just let him run for a few minutes. And hell, Stephanie, if you wanted to get a reading from him too, I'll put you on his list instead of my list. It's okay. Artist management can be sort of like glorified babysitting. Yeah, except for my guys don't need babysitting. They just need that little support. So there you go. You just delete for the Wolf. Okie dokie. Let me put that down here. Gotcha. Okay, fine. Then I will put you on the Wolf's list and I'll give you some extra when I get back. So either way, you're getting a little bit extra. Okay. So yes, if anybody would like to donate for the Wolf to give a reading, go for it. Suzanne, are you donating for readings tonight? Or yeah, that is the okay, readings tonight. Tomorrow night is the Reiki night. For anybody who doesn't know, I was talking about it. It's going to be very fucking powerful. It's going to be targeted Reiki. We're going to be targeting your extra. I know I'm extra too. Tomorrow we're good. But it's going to be targeted Reiki towards whatever your needs are, and we're going to be really working through specific targeted needs for the people that are in the workshop tomorrow night, and it's going to be an interactive Zoom workshop. Then I'm going to be doing some teaching on how you can maintain and utilize Reiki energy for yourself at home. Okay. And then the Wolf has written a track that nobody's heard yet nobody will hear until tomorrow night, that will have a guided meditation, a guided Reiki meditation with this special track that Wolf wrote us. Okay. And it's amazing. Now, the one that you're hearing right now is one that he just finished today that's designed for your heart chakra. Okay. Now, tomorrow night is 33. So, Suzanne, if you would like to take that and kind of transfer that for tomorrow night, we can do that. Whatever you'd like. What will it be like? What do you mean, what will it be like? For Mentorship Circle members, you guys are $33 for the Reiki night. For non-Mentorship Circle members, it is $44. So, yes, if you would like to attend, let me know. Send me. It's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, and I will be, and the guided Reiki meditation will be up there for you guys to access in perpetuity for whatever time you need. Sounds like it is now time for me to move the car. So, that being said, without further ado, the Wolfman cometh.
Why you gotta play me like that?
Because I love you.
I'm a fucking wolf man. Not here for fucking amusement.
You are always here for my amusement,
All right. First thing we got to do is stop that bullshit background music. I don't know who the guy who composed that shit is, but
what would you rather have? You want some
we don't want to listen to him.
Really? You guys shut my music off like that?
That's right. That guy's an asshole. All right. Whoever wrote that music is an asshole. Okay.
But he's my asshole.
Yeah. So I don't want to listen to myself.
Okay.
So yes, I am real. Some of you know me in real life, like Tamara. We hang out all the time. I watch her roast tomato voodoo dolls in flames to take out her aggressions and anger. True story. Yes, the fob would be still downstairs to your car, by the way. Suzanne, listen, I am absolutely joyous and honored that it makes people feel good. That is my intent and hope. But like every other artist, I tend to hate my stuff because it's never quite exactly what I want it to be. Those of you, again, who know me know I am like the moon. I go through cycles and phases, but I always come back around, and I'm pretty fucking consistent in that. So I've been in a bit of a creative kick. I've been working on some meditative stuff. I've been using my keyboard and synthesizers to create more classical Reiki, hopefully magic inspired type of stuff. But Jonathan and I have been working on a new track. I'm working on a new track with Greg Karshuman that's more to the wolf that dances, a little bit more metal. And then I'm doing the radio station stuff. I'm doing the podcast. So I don't get many opportunities to do this and actually read and talk about other things. Now, I wanted to give a specific moment for my sister Suzanne because I know she is going through some dingling shit, and just true story. We tend to share very openly and honestly between us. Suzanne has been around for a while. My sister definitely has the magic. She is the Beaver Queen for a reason, and that's not meant in a, well, yes, it is, I guess, in a sexual context, but we're not going to play that game tonight. That was just a little sneak of love for you there. But all joking aside, especially within the dynamic of families and religious overtones, myself and my son pretty much were cut off from all elements of our family, except for my mother. My father's family, ultra-conservative, Roman Catholic, stereotypical, money in the plate, molest children in the back room type of shit. My son's mother family, basically, kind of like the Targaryens, too many years of incest and debauchery to even count them as really being at the table. And the beautiful thing that I have found, and is the only consistent thing, is that the people that come into our lives, people like Jonathan, people like Tamara, people like Diana, people like yourself, my brother Ed Contini, these people, when they come into our lives, they become our real family. And that is the difference. We are conditioned into looking at things a particular way. We're conditioned into talking and acting in particular ways, and especially in the framework of religious dogma. Yeah, my God is better than yours because he's got a bigger dick. You can't win at that fight. Only life will squeeze that out, and you do the best you can, my sister, but know that you are loved for who you are, and I wouldn't have you any other way. So, with that being said, I see a wolf list. And those of you that know and have been around for a while, when I did these back, I forget how long it's been. I have a couple of decks. I have a demon deck because I dance in some darkness. But I also have the Art of Water. And I have this one, which is a personal favorite of mine. It is the Art of Life. I talk a lot about not only my music, but in most things that I do, how art imitates life and life imitates art. And I believe this deck gives a good translation, if you will, in making it easier for people to understand. Half the battle in language in any type of reading, it being it runes or cards, numbers, astrological or otherwise, perspective versus translation. So I try and frame it like this. I'm like a high-tech interstellar probe. I can transmit energy and things at multiple different levels. I can see things at multiple different levels. The only problem is I don't have a control system, so I just basically fly all the fuck around and just hope I don't get caught in the solar storm. That's a surfing analogy. So with that being said, I see my sister Stephanie, my sister Diana, and Tamara. So whichever one of you wants to jump out first and say, hey, what is it you want me to try and tune in on for you? That is the sound of the cards. Astral traveling, yeah, baby, I hear you. How do you think I know the difference between artificial vanilla and the real deal? It's really going to be whoever the universe inspires to jump in first. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much how I'm going to respond to it. I don't see this as, like, hey, a competition that anybody comes first, because I'm here for a few, and even when Shiya comes back, she ain't coming back, because I ain't done till I'm done. My sister, I know you're flexible. That's beside the point. So Diana and Stephanie right now are going to have a kind of cosmic jello wrestling match for me to figure out which one of the two of them. I think Tamara's just going to stand on the side and referee. Yeah, no, I don't want to. See, there's some things that are best left, as far as I'm concerned, not knowing. I don't need to know that. I don't want to know the I mean, granted, ultimately, I would just turn it into a fucking comedy skit anyway. All right, my sister Diana has thrown the gauntlet. She is the assassin queen, so there's no coincidence there. She's looking for a general. So let's see what we got for her.
She asked for a general. She's in trouble now.
Yes, she is. I'm going to follow how this speaks to me. Okay. Well, here we go, sister. You know how I am. We're going to dance right into it. Yes. Way to go, Beaver. I'm a big fan of Beaver. So at the center of this 5-card wheel, my sister Diana, you have the devil. But it's actually a really interesting quote from Jonathan Swift, and it says this: a man should never be ashamed to own that he has been in the wrong, which is but saying that he is wiser today than yesterday. The devil many times, especially within the aspect of Tara, always has this doomy kind of, and the devil many times is our friend, because the devil allows us to see the elements within ourselves that obviously, yes, and you can't see the cards. I know. Well, come on, cut me a fucking break here. This is not my this is my dance. I'm just trying to. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I've been.
You get to hide behind the chat, and she gets to see more of the cards.
Okay. Well, see, there we go. I learned something new. Updated to. Hold on. You see, that's bullshit. How did that happen? Somebody turned on the fucking music. That asshole again. I didn't click it. All right. So I'm saying the devil a lot of times is taken out of context. The devil allows us to see the things inside of ourselves that really serve us either no purpose or do us harm. And this talks about the dynamics of ego. So at the core there is always the conflict between accepting when we are wrong, especially when we don't believe that we're wrong.
Never wrong.
Now, below that, and this is the driving force behind it, is the chariot. And this is a quote from Emerson, which says, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." And this many times reflects the choices that we make to drive the direction of our life. And taking certain paths many times is easier for us. Taking the path where there is no apparent path many times can be terrifying. Now, on either side of that, you have the Emperor, which says, first say to yourself, what would you be, and then do what you would have to do. And the conflict also here, on the other side, is the Lover, which has a quote, the heart has reasons that reason cannot know. So this is an internal type of dynamic between what it is that you really want and what it is that you're forced to be, because these are opposing elements when you frame it against your path. Now, the path forward here. Oh, let me grab that card.
Unmute me.
Blind fucking wolf. Is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is really, I think, the most important element. And the quote is, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Many times, this conflict, born of our inability to really accept when we are wrong, especially in the choices in our paths, in our journey, between what it is we want to be, and then obviously the emotional dynamic of what we want, what we love. Now, sometimes, and it is sometimes a literal translation, and I've seen this play out, a lot of this is reflective of the question, the intent, your energy in it. So some of these dynamics speak very specifically to the underneath details that obviously, I'm not going to just, crawl inside your head and do that deeper dive, but I would humbly suggest, my sister, because I feel that I know you, that some of it is, again, a lot of it old constructs in what defines who we are and what we really want to be. And the world tends to hold us back. And no coincidence, the devil is always in those details. So kind of no pun intended with that. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight, my sister. Brother Jonathan, always good to see you. We will talk soon. A little bit of late night wolf action. Ow. All right. So let's see here. All right, I didn't miss anything. Sister Stephanie, what are you trying to tap into? Everybody's going to go for the open-ended general. All right, my sister Tamara. You beat Stephanie to the punch, so Stephanie's going to have to take a couple of minutes and think about it. And I'm going to give Tamara what's called a 3-point reflection. 3-point reflection basically kind of gives us the elements that we're in, the elements that are before us, and the elements that are behind us, or in the simplest translation many times, what is driving it? Okay. Well, good evening. Well, actually, good morning, Arena. Great to see you. I'm actually doing magic. So, the here and now for you, Tamara, we have the Ace of Wands. And this specifically speaks to whatever you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. And the Ace of Wands is always about starting a journey in many ways. It is the spark that sets the fire in motion. Now, the forward dynamic, the Nine of Swords, okay, the longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. So this in the forward on the left side really isn't so much the path forward, but what's in the way of the path forward. So a lot of times it's not the fire per se that's the problem, but it is something that's holding us back. And that brings us to what is in the back, the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups here is God gave us memory so that we might have roses in December. This obviously for you is the framework and the dynamic of grief. And grief many times translates into different things like guilt, like resentment, desperation, depression. This is, and there's no other way to put this, this is a natural side effect to deep wounds. Certain traumas, and you know the traumas that I speak of, they take a long time to heal. There is no right and wrong per se in the process because it's unique to the individual, but it does matter in the application of what it is that we really want to do, what it is, where we shine, and then obviously not having, because in many ways this blocks what would be on that path forward. So that's, you know, even for you right now is kind of closed off because you have the memory, and that is, you know, it is what it is. You know, it doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make you bad. And I think you already know this, that it does reflect you being able to find a path out of it. So much love and support to you, my sister. I hope that gives you some insight.
Which arena? Is that arena from Lithuania?
I believe so. It says, hi, guys. Arena is here, so I can only assume
That's our arena.
Yes. So it's really cool to see her.
Very cool. Unmute me. I'm muted. I don't like being muted. I have a lot to say. I'm a fucking Aries. I will have my
she's
say.
gonna force her witchy way upon. You know, I took over for a fucking reason. Yeah, you can give me that look all you want.
Yeah, I can just climb under the desk.
All right. No, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to let Shiya do a animal spirit reading for you if you're cool with that, because this deck is really not tuned into that dynamic. Now, I believe, especially within the realms of magic and reading and translations and any of those types of things, there are certain lines that not everybody should cross. And some of it is the Contini context, whereas, you know, the details matter, but also simply in the element of our instincts. Okay. I don't dance in that. My tendency as a wolf, I don't really hang out with the other animals. You know what I mean? And they tend to shun me. Now, that doesn't mean I don't love them to my own degree. And, you know, I say that half jokingly, but also in the dynamic, I dance in different circles. I dance with some darker things. I dance with some things that are outside the box. My sister Suzanne, because she and I have talked about this, she knows I do some of that astral stuff. I do some of that deeper dream weaving and walking and a couple different things that play out. Stephanie wants to, anything you feel like I need to be aware of that I'm not paying attention to. Ooh, okay. We're going to have some fun with that one, my sister. So we're going to follow what I like to refer to as the bridge. And the bridge is just a series of observations of things along the way. and each kind of will reflect different things. They don't necessarily always go together, but sometimes they do. So I will start with what's in the moment, as they say. We'll call it that. So in the moment, we have the Two of Pentacles. And the quote here is, happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. And this was actually a quote from Franklin Roosevelt. Okay. And the Two of Pentacles really does, it reflects perception in many ways. It reflects the dynamics that we tend to sometimes confuse as far as what makes us happy versus the material elements of things. And creative effort, real magic, I mean, I think it's safe to say that's something that has been calling on you for some time. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm psychic or anything like that.
No, not at all.
I don't know. I don't think that was a hard one to figure out.
I don't think it takes a psychic to figure
I'm not sure it takes
to
a
be
psychic.
honestly.
But yeah, that's obviously the,
and Miss Stylist and all the wonderful professional things.
That's her material, and she does that to make money.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's not creative with it as well.
Her magic is what allows her to be creative. She just chooses to express it there.
That is true.
So that's my take on it. You be great at anything you do because your magic is part of that. That's what allows you to do what you do. But again, I'm not telling you anything you didn't know already. So let's continue on this journey.
Oh, yes. Let us. Let us indeed.
Next here, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. And the Eight of Cups says, in each loss, there is a gain. As in every gain, there is a loss. And with each ending comes a new beginning. This, many times, the Eight of Cups reflects the crossroads. It reflects one door closing, the other one opening. These are analogies that I refer to many times as, okay, this particular chapter is over. Now, in this visual, and you can see sometimes the direct translation is that sometimes our journey with people has to come to an end for a variety of reasons. Okay. This really, to me, translates more of not of a dynamic of death, but the dynamic of some interaction or relationship. But we're going to go a little bit further down the road and we're going to see what we see. We go to the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles says, until you try, you don't know what you can do. So that also kind of reflects back into the beginning. Fear is always the counter to doing new things. But the Eight of Pentacles really reminds us that until you try, what do you really know? And it is a simple analogy. It's an old magic. Things need to be experienced to make sense. It's like trying to describe what chocolate tastes like to somebody that's never had chocolate. It doesn't translate the same way. Let's see where else this journey goes to. Okay, the Emperor comes out again.
Oh.
So the Emperor again goes back to first say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. This is, in its purest element, in this step of the journey, is about being true to yourself. You have to say it out loud even sometimes. You have to just kind of, this is what it is, and then do what you have to do.
And sometimes that means, that maybe it's not necessarily what you want to do. You got to do it. You got to pick up. You got to get your butt off the couch and just do the thing that needs doing, no matter how much you don't want to.
Well, interesting enough, because this is the correlative element here, the Five of Cups. Better by far, you should forget and smile than you should remember and be sad. So this is reflective again in a journey that certain choices, if we choose to carry them, there is a price. And that if you If you stay with it, it will continue to make you sad. Two of Wands. This is a nice one. This again speaks to the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a common theme.
I definitely see a theme here.
I mean, again, call me crazy or not, but these are all laying out within a very, very specific dynamic. And I'm going to pull one more just to, because I want a little bit more definitive clarification. Yeah, and what better clarification can you get than the moon?
There you go.
The moon is go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. It is a quote from Thoreau, and it is a beautiful quote. It does reflect the basic core element of life that if we do not at least try to live our dreams, everything else is either bitter or dull. And it doesn't make us wrong. It doesn't make us bad. It is sometimes the choices that we make.
Mm-hmm.
We can balance it. Okay. It doesn't mean that everything has to change. But sometimes things do have to change.
Sometimes we got to get out of our comfort zones.
Well, not even just our comfort zone. Sometimes we have to embrace other things.
Yeah. Listen,
elements, and I hate to say it, and let's just put it out there for what it is. Elements of human interaction can become dull, they can become corrupted, they can shift for any number of reasons. And as empaths, as creatures of feeling and thought and all these things, part of that is our interactions with other people. So many times certain things, they don't work. And that just takes away from everything else that we could be doing, everything else we could be experiencing. And even worse, the side effects many times, they carry over. They are a cancer. They're a poison. And maybe it's in subtle ways. Maybe it's things we don't notice, but the people around us do. And if we get complacent, or if we take the approach again that, okay, well, it's everybody else. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to put yourself in a context where, everything is your fault, because both sides, or both extremes, I think is a better way to put it. Both extremes have their pitfalls. It's usually somewhere in the middle. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's going to understand. And even more importantly, not everybody's going to care. If we're going to be honest.
I do agree with what Stephanie said, though, that this new training that she's taking on is definitely for her. I definitely think that you're showing her what it needs to, that she needs to go confidently in the direction of her dreams.
My sister Diana, the Assassin Queen, you have a great night as well, too. Listen, and again, if it's something that you feel strongly about, and I know you, all right, we've interacted personally, I know your kids, okay, you have to trust that instinct.
Yes.
And not live in anybody else's fucking shadow because they feel a particular way or because they think a particular way or any of those things. Don't get me wrong, the things that you need to factor, and again, I feel confident that, for example, your kids will always be at the top of your priority. So as long as you're maintaining the things that you need to, you should absolutely do everything within your fucking power to structure the rest of it to where you want. You've earned it. You deserve it. Okay? But we also know that sometimes you have to take a stand. Sometimes you have to fight for it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But like anything else, you have to identify it.
Yep.
For what it is. And that's when, everything else now just, okay, it's going to be a series of what do you do? And, half the fun sometimes, again, is just exploring these things. This is how we learn. This is how we grow.
All right.
So I hope that gives you some insight. I can say, listen, look, she's fucking hawking over me. She's like, get out of my chair. See, this is what I contend with. This is my fucking nightmare. People wonder why I am the way I am.
As I scratch your back.
Yeah, that's, using cheap.
Yes.
Using cheap parlor tricks on me.
My tools.
All right. You're quite welcome, my sister. It was great to see everybody. I won't be around tomorrow night because we got band practice. We're going to go make some fucking music and some noise and piss off the neighbors.
But you'll be with us because we will be playing your track.
Yes, enjoy the music. I hope you do.
Yes.
All right, I'm out of here.
I'm turning the music back on.
All right, I'm going to shut the fucking door. How that's going to go.
Yeah. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Hello, Gia. How are you? I'm going to unmute. He can't believe he muted all of his music because he didn't want to hear his music. What a butthead. And he turned it off on this one. Okay. I'll tell you why he makes all this great music and then he's like, I don't want to hear it. I'm like, but it's awesome. Yes, it was fun. I always like when he comes on for a little. Makes me happy. All right, I got your messages, Diana, but I can't read them right now. But I will be more than happy to read them later and give you my feedback. So, okay. Stephanie Thompson. Oh, your grandmother's name was Suzanne. Oh, that's awesome. You've been unable to comment, Tina? Well, that sucks. All right, so Suzanne, for you, we're going to do you in just a minute. Stephanie comes up first. Tamara, you got a nice reading from the wolf. I hope that helped and blessed you. Okay, so we're going to do animal spirit reading for you, my dear. All right, so let me get this out and put us back on the desk cam. And Suzanne, I saw you commenting on Maxine over here. This is Maxine. She is a rose quartz skull. Okay. She's hollow up underneath, too. I don't know if you saw that. She's hollow up in here where she should be, But she is a rose quartz skull, and she represents the connection between the head and the heart. Okay. So she is my crystal skull that sits there and watches over us. Get the other part. Where's my mystical shaman? There it is. All right. Yes, she is a beauty and she makes a wonderful effigy. We will be using her tomorrow night while we do our Reiki night. We're going to be using her as well. So she will be part of our Reiki. Suzanne, are you wanting to come to that? Do you want me to put you on the list? It is 33 for you because you're a mentorship circle person. For any of you who are not in the mentorship circle, it'll be 44. If you guys want to come in, and there's going to be an exclusive guided meditation that will be available for you guys to use in perpetuity in your own time and place. That will be in a special Reiki track that was made just for this. I'm sure I'll be using bits and pieces of it in background and what have you on other lives and things like that. But the guided meditation that will be a part of that Reiki track will be exclusively for the people who comes. It's tomorrow night at 8. Yes, ma'am. Tomorrow night at 8. And I already had you down that you wanted to do it, Tina. I had you down on it. All right. So animal spirit reading here. Who's in your kitchen? The baby squirrel? Oh my gosh. I'm guessing there's going to be pictures up shortly. Gia has been all about the wildlife lately, including the whole context of raccoons being able to fit up somebody's ass. Don't ask. Trust me. Don't ask. I'll send you the information, and if you can come, then you can pay me for it after. How's that? But yes, we will absolutely be doing focused Reiki on whatever your stated needs are. So if you're needing lung healing, then we will be doing focused Reiki on your lungs. So, I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of focusing in on this kind of thing. So, yeah. All right. So what we have here, Stephanie, is your totem animal, your spirit animal and its message, and your power animal. Totem animal is a long-term message, a long-term spirit animal that is wanting to give you guidance that will stay with you throughout your life. Okay? So, I've had them they're not new to me, Suzanne. I've had them for a hot minute. Interestingly enough, we have for you, for the totem animal, we have the swan spirit. Okay? And the swan spirit, it says on here, time for a deep dive, but swans are definitely about grace and beauty. Okay? Swans are also about transformation. How many of you have read the story of the ugly duckling? I mean, I think most of us have at one point or another heard the story of the ugly duckling. And where the duckling comes out and it's like, oh, I'm so ugly, I'm so ugly, I'm so horrible. And then as the swan grows older, it turns into this beautiful swan, realizes it wasn't a duckling at all. It was a swan all along. How wonderful and beautiful is that, right? And they transform, and it's coming into that self-awareness. Okay, it's coming into that understanding of who you truly are and who you are truly meant to be. That's what the swan spirit is really about. So for this to come up, Stephanie, for you in your animal spirit reading, is saying that you are still undergoing your transformation. In fact, your entire lifetime is focused in on this transformation energy. Not only for you and your own transformation and finding your own transformative sense of self and of power, but that you are able to bring out that knowledge and of self and in other people. Does that make sense? So it's not just your own, like, hey, I'm transforming for myself, I'm becoming something more, whatever. It's the fact that you're also able to help other people find their own transformations. And knowing you and how you mentor other people around you, I can see how this is very apropos for you and very applicable for you. Okay. So that is the first thing. Now, what is the message that the swan is bringing you? The message that the swan is bringing you is also the message of the owl. Okay. The owl has a very specific context as well. And that context is about being able to look at things from a different perspective. All right. I'm going to put my face back up for a minute because I want to be able to illustrate something. And you know how you can move your eyes? You can move your eyeballs, right? An owl cannot. Okay. So an owl, their eyeballs are fixed. There are no muscles to move their eyes around in their sockets. Okay. Their eyes are fixed. So in order to understand things, they've got to turn around and do. To get different perspectives on things. Okay. So what this is telling me for you is that in your process of transformation, be sure to take, the swan is telling you, yes, you are the transformation. Okay. You are definitely the transformation, but be sure to look at things from differing perspectives as you are transforming. Don't get so hyper fixated on one aspect of your growth, one aspect of your transformation. Be sure to, yes, I always seek to understand all sides and everything helps to see a bigger picture, but also look at this in the aspect of your transformations. Don't get so stuck on one particular path. Make sure you are getting a wide view on everything. Okay, so this is your totem spirit, your totem animal, and the message that the totem animal is trying to give you. Okay, now your spirit animal is going to address where you are currently at in this kind of chapter of your life, in this particular time frame. It's not your whole life, but it's kind of like, this is the point of my life where I am at right now. This particular chapter of my life. And what we have here is the white raven spirit. Now, ravens are about messengers, and the white raven spirit is a divine message, or a message coming from the higher spirit world, okay? And that message here is that of water. Water being emotion, water being flow. And it is time for you to make sure that you are allowing spirit to guide your emotional flow, okay? When you are all up in your feelings and all up in reactionary and stuff, you need to take a moment to commune with spirit and allow spirit to help you with your emotional flow, okay? Don't just rely on your own emotional perspective. Your spirit guide, Stephanie, will help you understand wherefore, why for, how for, etc. What, where, when, why, and how your emotions are coming through, and what, where, when, why, and how to deal with them. Don't rely on your own understanding. Connect to that spiritual flow from the divine. Okay? Now, our power animal. Your power animal right now for this particular moment in your existence, for whatever issues, problems that are in your face right now. We have the vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. And what is the message that the vulture spirit wants to let you know? Magic. And what we're seeing with this vulture spirit is turn around and don't discount anything. Let me say that again. Do not discount anything. Nothing is wasted. All of these things, whether you think that they are good, whether you think that they are bad, all of these things that are coming into your life right now are for the edification of spirit. It is for the edification of your personal spiritual growth. The good, the bad, the ugly. Okay? Okay? All of these things that are coming into your life, no thing is there without. It's there for a reason. The ugly, the horrifying kind of things, they're there for a reason too. Do not dismiss or discount anything that is coming into your life right now. It is like the old Native American, everything is utilized, from the hoofs to the gut to the antlers to the everything. It is all utilized for the highest and greatest good of the one who did it, and to also honor the spirit of the animal that was hunted, that is utilized in all of these things. Okay, like if you kill a deer, you're going to use the blood, you're going to use the sinew, you're going to use the guts, you're going to use the stomach, you're going to use the brain. You're going to use every animal to every part of that animal in one way, shape, form, or fashion, because you're going to honor the sacrifice that it made. You're not just going to come in there, take the backstrap and run, or God forbid what the goddamn poachers used to do with the buffalo. Let's go in, shoot all the buffalo, strip their hides, and leave all the buffalo meat out rotting because that's too much meat. We can't deal with it. Instead of only taking what we need. Okay, so what we see here for you, Stephanie, is that the things that are going on at this moment in time in your life are there to help you translate for your spiritual benefit. There is magic in all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And it is all there for your spiritual growth and for your spiritual edification. So I hope that helps and blesses you, my dear. Let me know if if you have any questions on it. It has been a very powerful night so far tonight. I am going to, though, say last call. Yes. All right. So, that being said, let us go on to Suzanne. So, Suzanne, you want to do the call for spiritual insight? And it looks like you wanted a specialty reading as well. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed your animal spirit reading. There's much that we can learn from the spirit world and from our animals and from our four-footed, two-footed, winged ones and swimming ones, gilled ones. Much we can learn. As I'm putting my other thingies up. Here we go. I don't know if you guys can see this. If I go over to my face thing, I have a little, can you see it here? Little kind of turny thing. And I can pull out decks from it. You know, there's these decks and these decks and these decks. And then I've got more decks down here in this thingy and more down here in another thingy. I have got a deck problem. Hi, my name is Shiya, and I am a tarot and oracle deck addict. By the way, I'm a crystal addict too. Maybe I should do a reading on that and get a crystal to help me with processing that. Hey, we are all addicted to everything. Good night to you as well. I hope you have a great day, Ariana. I'm glad to see you. Or Arena, sorry. Yes, please, and a general reading. Okay, so we're going to do a spell work for you, my dear. So the first thing I'm going to come up with for you is the same thing I'm asking everybody who gets this spell. Now, just so you know, Suzanne, I don't know if you got to see all of the components to the spell, but we have our sunstone here, okay, which is to represent illumination. And of course, that is in a tower form. So we are getting spiritual illumination. Then we have our abalone shell burn bowl. And in that burn bowl, we are burning ancestor money. And our ancestor money is representative of the fact that we are willing to invest ourselves in our spiritual growth. So I will ask you, Suzanne, are you willing to be fully invested in your spiritual growth? Then on the other side here, we have Moldavite and Libyan gold tektite, which are basically the ultimate illumination and transformation, so that we may receive the messages from your spirit guides for you. So, Suzanne, are you willing to be invested in your spiritual growth? I would like for you to state, I am willing to be invested in my spiritual growth. Words have power, and whether we state them out loud or whether we write them down, that puts our intention out to the universe. So instead of just saying, yes, I want you, or absolutely, I want you to just fully state out, I am willing to invest in my spiritual growth. And Suzanne puts it out there in a very strong way. She says, I am willing to be 100% invested in my spiritual growth. Perfect. All right. Guides of Suzanne, hear this plea. Illuminate what is hard to see. Shed light where shadows tend to fall. Offer wisdom to enthrall. Insight pure and guidance true. Lead Suzanne in what she is meant to do. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. Feel that it just wants to stay burning. So mote it be. Woo! Beautiful. All right. How did that feel to you? That felt really powerful to me. That felt, oh. I feel like you have some major downloads, and I'm almost feeling like on the edge of tears from that one, Suzanne. Your spine is tingling. Ooh, beautiful. All right, so you wanted a full spirit insight, my dear? Oh, she is sending me pictures of her rescue squirrel. Perfect Hirsch. Oh, look at the little thing. Look at the little squirrel. She rescued a little squirrel. Is that not the cutest fucking thing? Oh my gosh. Rats with furry tails they are, but they are so stinking adorable, aren't they? And then Tina, I see you on the list, my dear. I almost felt like I was on the verge of tears. Like there's some major releasing that your guides are wanting to walk you through. So, yeah. Whew. Goodness. All right, so let's see. You sure you wanted a general, Suzanne? And then we'll see who's here on the free list. Because we've been on so long and I know half the people aren't here anymore. So we're just going to kind of go down and see who's here. I'm drinking aloe juice. It's aloe vera drink, all natural. It's quite good. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Interesting, the tower right off the bat. 5 of Swords. Let me change. I don't feel like changing the music. Let's change the music a little bit. I'm going to go from the heart chakra back into the solar plexus chakra. Yes, it is very healthy and I love it. Tastes so good. But yes, now we're back into the our solar plexus, our point of power. I don't know why I'm feeling led with this one for you, Suzanne, specifically, because part of this is kind of like You feel like you're being negated as the mother. You're somehow being judged as the mother. And there is a point where the kids become very judgmental. Okay? Very judgmental. All right. So we have the Tower, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Well. Now, the Well, you'll notice, is not in other decks. This is and it's something exclusive to this deck. Okay? It is not a standard tarot card in the Major Arcana, but it is an additional tarot card in this particular Major. And yes, sons. Well, you know, daughters can be just as judgmental, just in different ways, Tina. All right. So, what I'm seeing here, first of all, Suzanne, we're going to start off with the Tower. The Tower is about expectations. And somehow, it's like, I feel like you got a gut punch on the, hello. Dawn, does the Tower mean changes are coming or that you need changes, ways of life? No, it means that you've built up a tower of expectations that's going to come crashing down. A tower of, hey, this is the way that life should be. And you know what? It doesn't always work that way. It's about releasing the expectations, things not happening the way you think they should be happening. Okay? Manaj, if you would like to donate, I will absolutely read on that. Other than that, you can like, subscribe, and share and get a free 1 card. But the only way that you can ask a question is if you donate, my dear, using that pinned comment. But Suzanne, what we have here is the Five of Swords, which is basically you can make a choice. We have the Five of Swords or the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And that's what I feel like this is really a choice point here. You can focus on more or less change your thinking patterns. I don't know where you're getting the whole it has to change. It means that you are building up expectations and life will not match your expectations. So your best thing is to not try to build towers of expectations. Hope, don't expect. Okay. So basically what I'm seeing here is that your choice is either A, you can win. Hello, Fervent. I'll put you on the list here. You can win. Okay. Or you can turn around and allow the foundation of your relationship to carry you through this difficult time. Well, Christine, it's because you're called to be here. That's all. Okay. But basically, you have that choice point that you can make a choice on right now, Suzanne. You can turn around and win and be kind of stuck there on your own. Or look at here, we have the family unit together, the elder and the younger on this Ten of Pentacles, that you can trust that the foundation of the relationship is there and you can carry the burden. Okay? And that means, yes, Suzanne, it will be a burden on you. And yes, Suzanne, you will have to carry that. However, the Well talks about manifesting. And we well know that we have the potential to manifest change. Okay? We have the potential to manifest change, Suzanne. So you can manifest this difference. You can manifest a better relationship again between you and your daughter. Okay, you can manifest this change, but you are going to have to realize that everything is not as it appears. You've got the foundation, you can carry the burden, but you will have to manifest over time the change that you want to see. These are all the things that are happening on the scene level. And Manaj, I will absolutely put you on the free list. So stick around. We'll be getting to our free list shortly. Okay. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups below us, which is basically the Queen of Pentacles means you stay true to yourself. The King of Pentacles is about making sure that you have all of your ducks in a row. Okay? Katie, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll put you on the free list, my dear. But you have all of your ducks in a row. The King of Pentacles. You get your shit organized. You have all of your ducks in a row. You do all the things that you need to do. Okay? And making sure that you are going in the right direction. Because that's all you can do. All you can do is take care of you. All right? So be true to yourself. Take care of the things that you need to take care of. And eventually you will have that emotional fulfillment relationship with the Ten of Cups back. All right? It is a matter of time before this whole religious fervor thing becomes more of a background and less of an in your face. Okay? And who knows? She may kind of get off of this track at some point. But I tell you right now, Five of Swords, if you get in it to win it, you will win the argument, but you will lose your daughter. Okay? So I hope that helps and blesses you and gives you some information. Stephanie, that was entirely unnecessary, but thank you. Stephanie, are you still here? I would like to cast a spell on your behalf for the extra donation. And by the way, I need to do this for Stephanie and for Suzanne. So Stephanie and Suzanne, my two stylists. Money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, and 3 times 3. With harm to none as it finds your way. May your wealthy every day. Free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. That's a double tap because we had 2 people for that one. All right, Tina, you're next up on the priority list, my dear. And then we will be going through our free list here in just a minute. I am calling last call. If you guys want to donate, now is the time. Man, I love these Aloe drinks. I need to go to the dollar store and get me some more. Abso-fucking-lutely, you may have a spell. All right. So as I said, we have our abalone shell burn bowl here. We have our sunstone for divine illumination. And then extra illumination and transformation. We have our our Libyan gold tektite and our moldavite. Okay. Tina. Everything counts for sure. So I will ask you, Tina, are you willing to invest yourself in your spiritual growth? Are you willing to be invested in your own spiritual growth? What do y'all think of this? Does it resonate with your solar plexus chakra? Does it make you feel powerful? Your own personal sense of power? Can you feel it? Can you dig it? Yes, I know you have, but this is part of the spell, Tina. Tell me specifically, straight out, you are willing to invest yourself in your spiritual growth. This is part of the spell. This is part of the magic. These will be coming out on the YouTube in the next couple of weeks. Excellent, Tina. Tina states, I am willing to invest in my spiritual growth. Fantastic. Guides of Tina, hear this plea. Illuminate what is hard to see. Shed light where shadows tend to fall. Offer wisdom to enthrall. Insight pure and guidance true. Lead Tina in what she is meant to do. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Ooh. Strong, Tina. Holy shit balls. Yes, CC, putting you on the free list. Oh, you just ate 2 yogurts. Just drinking my aloe juice. See what all it has in this thing. It has 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 140 milligrams of sodium though, 44 carbs, 42 grams of sugar from the carbs, and vitamin A. It's got a lot of calcium. No potassium, vitamin D, or iron. Ingredients are water, aloe vera juice, and pulp. It is 21% of its sugar, dextrose, citrus acid, aloe vera flavor, potassium sorbate, which preserves freshness, and gelling gum, which is, of course, what gives it that thicker kind of feel to it. Not too bad. When you light, that book flashed in your third eye and you felt a whirlwind of energy around you. Not surprising, we're asking for guidance from your guides. So yeah, I think they are very clearly telling you what the fuck they want you to do, woman. Okay? Okay? Write the book, okay? Write the damn book. And I'm picking also up to make sure that you are keeping yourself open to multiple perspectives. Okay? All right. So we're going to start off with Tina. Is Sunny with you? So Tina, for you, we have the Empress, which is only passions, great passions, can elevate the soul to great things. Do the book and be fucking passionate about it. Jessica Edwards, are you still here? Elspeth, are you still here? Annette, are you still here? Christine, I know you're still here. Actually, I'm just going to do it because we've only got 6 people here. He's in bed now. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Everybody who's still here that shared, go ahead and say shared right now. If you're here and you shared at any point during this, then go ahead and say shared right now. All right, Dawn, for you. Dawn, we have the Magician, which says, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Dawn, you have everything that you need to make your shit work. So get up and make it work for you. Make it happen. Stop holding back. Cece. Strength for you. He knows not his own strength that hath not met adversity. You're going through shit, but in going through shit, you are learning what you're really good at, and you're learning your strength. You have the inner core strength to get through this to the other side and to fucking win it. Okay? Eeyore Amy, for you, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. Okay? Which is saying, honey, turn around and pat yourself on the back. Okay? Don't wait for anybody else to come and toot your horn. Don't wait for anybody else to come and pat you on the back. Pat your own ass. Pat your own self on the back. If you want to pat your own ass on the back, you can. You know, hey, all of us need a little ass pat now and then. It's like, yeah, that feels good. I'll pat my own ass. I deserve some ass pats, damn it. All right, pat your ass on the back and say, hey, you know what? I did good. Whether anybody else recognizes it or not, I am going to take pride in what I have done. Okay? Christine, I know you're still here. Anybody else who shared that hasn't gotten their freebie 1 card, tell me you shared, and I'll bring it out. Christine, Native Love, for you, we have a 5 of Swords, and it says, sometimes I go about pitying myself, and all the time I am being carried on the great wind across the sky. Remember our brother eagle. Remember that many times how an eagle teaches. And as we all know, eagles are very sacred in Native American lore. But how does an eagle teach its eaglets to fly, Christine? Okay. The eagle carries the eaglet on their back and then poof, drops out and sees if the eaglet can fly. And if the eaglet falters a little bit, mama's right here. Pick you up, lift you back up, and let you fly. Pick you back up and let you fly. And there's these moments where the eaglet has to go through fucking free fall. Okay? And it's only through those moments of adversity they were like, oh shit, I'm still falling. But Father Eagle has us. Father Eagle will come and lift us back up, pick us back up, and then let us drop again to see if we can fly on our own. Next thing you know, we are soaring, and we are soaring on the wings that we have been given, that we have learned, that we have developed, and we are soaring upon the winds of sky. Okay, Christine? So don't think that you're being abandoned or have been forgotten by Spirit. Spirit is there, and Spirit will keep picking you up and then making you free fall, and then pick you up and let you free fall, and pick you up and let you free fall. Pretty soon you're going to be flying, and pretty soon one of these days you're going to be the mama eagle that is picking that baby eaglet up and helping somebody else learn how to fly. Yes, Tina, take pride even when you feel like you failed. It is a new chapter. Yes, ma'am. Minaj, for you, we have the Tower. Honey, you need to release your expectations. And what it says on here, that what does not destroy me makes me stronger. Okay? You have built up a tower of what you expect life to be, Minaj. And let me tell you, I hate to tell you this, but it is not going to be that way. You need to let go of your expectations and simply allow things to be what they will be. Did anybody like, subscribe, and share but did not get their freebie 1 card? Did anybody like, subscribe, and share that has not gotten a free card? All right, remember, tomorrow night is Reiki night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a paid event. Everybody who's signed up for the workshop will get their workshop links tomorrow morning. Okay. Well, it's going to be oh, Kim, you didn't get one. Okay. See, that's what I mean, Kim. Gotta say something. Gotta say something, Kim. No, you didn't. That's why I said, hey, you gotta say something. So let's see what we have for you. Kim, for you, we have, the Queen of Pentacles. It says, riches are not from an abundance of worldly goods, but from a contented mind. One of the big things about the Queen of Pentacles is that she knows who the fuck she is. Kim, be you. Who you are is good enough. Who you choose to be, also good enough. You're not there to play the comparison game between you and this other person over there, or you and this other person's expectations. No, the only person that you need to impress is looking at yourself in the mirror and say, I can respect this person. I may not be exactly where I'm going to be, but I know I'm getting there. And I can respect the person that is looking back at me. And I know that I'm giving my best effort. Let that be good enough. And anybody else who says it's not, tell them to take a long walk off the short pier, okay? Because you need to be content in your own mind that you are good enough and that you are exactly who you need to be, where you need to be in this moment. And tomorrow, you may be one step ahead of that. You may be 10 steps ahead of it. But however far you get and however many steps you take, that's good enough. Yes, that was a taffy to learn, losing the shop. It's a new door opening that may change my business model is happening. Good. No shop overhead, but still. See, that's what I keep getting. It's the online sales. And I've been telling you this for a while, Tina. So I'm glad you're finally listening. Wait a second. My Dr. Evil kind of thing going on here. You're welcome. Did anybody else not get their message? I want everybody to get their message today. You guys stayed on. We've been on for, 3.5 hours tonight. But I have enjoyed every fucking second of it. It's been an amazing, amazing night. Truly. Good, Tina. Where there's a will, there's a way. For fucking sure. All right, making sure everybody got theirs that wanted a reading. Everybody got a card that wanted one. All right, don't forget, tomorrow night, I was talking about it a minute ago, Reiki night. Partnering with an auction house. How wonderful. Excellent. So yes, Reiki night. Targeted Reiki healing for everybody that is in attendance. 1133, by the way. That's a special number for me. That number means a lot. Has personal significance. Deep personal significance. Deep, deep, deep. $1133.13. Okay, even more so. You've been having 333 new opportunities coming up on a regular. There you go. Indeed, it has been. All right, my loves, remember, if you would like to participate in tomorrow's Reiki night, it is a Zoom event, and you will need to get in contact with me to pay for it. Okay? So, yeah, there is that. 33 for those who are in the mentorship circle, 44 for those who are not, and we will be doing targeted Reiki healing for your direct needs. Okay? So meanwhile, we are going to call it an evening. So I will see you guys on the flip side. Maybe we'll do a guided meditation a little bit tomorrow and promote the Reiki night. So we'll see. So until tomorrow, merry meet, merry part. Until we merry meet again. Blessed be y'all.